Chat. Again, like I said, we're going to swap on over to the Talk Shows and Podcast channel where we start the podcast. We're going to do the podcast, and then after the podcast, we're going to jump back into the RuneScape Group Iron Man series. It's a lot of waffling today, as it usually is. So for those of you guys that have never been here for a podcast before, you never know. Could be in for a treat. We might just say some wild shit today. We might just say some absolutely wild shit. Jimmy said he had a bunch he wanted to talk about, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, not really.
What the
Basically,
heck?
like, no, because we missed the podcast last week.
Did we?
Because of the internet issues that you had last time.
Oh yeah,
and
that's why it feels like it's been so long. Yeah,
that's right. Why it feels so long.
Yeah, and then because I was I didn't want it to drop midstream, which it would have. It was a good call.
Yeah, it was a good call. But shit like that happens. We adjust, and we're back this week.
Yeah, there's been a couple of that, right? Like, there's been a little bit of that, like having to adjust and like having to take a day off for the podcast 1 week and then come back the next week, and then we get back into the rhythm, and then we gotta take another day.
Yeah, but it just goes to show that we're like the hiccups that we do get, we're always back on track. Yeah, and I'm noticing myself more beyond that because like I said in past podcasts that I want to do like more exercising and stuff, and like sometimes like I'll stay up late. Like last night because we were watching the fight, I stayed up till 2. Normally that would jack up my schedule, but now it's very easy for me to get back on track, and I really like that. Not only on the podcast to me and you, but also in my own personal life. It's a lot easier for me to get back to where.
Yeah, that's been kind of my thing. That's been kind of my thing lately too, right? Like with the new series that we've been doing, I kind of fucked up my schedule a little bit, right? I immediately I went back to the old me where I'm staying up till 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because I'm working with Toby on editing and we're researching stuff, and
yeah, you got a lot of
moving parts, man. And so it's like it's not just the series too, but it's also the main YouTube channel, and so we got all that going down too. And so yeah, just a lot of fucking moving parts, but I got back onto the normal schedule real quickly. Yesterday we had an early night with about like what, I don't know, 3 o'clock, but I got off
early night.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got off at like 1 a.m. right, and then I was able to start that wind down process before it became this like really long thing. Yeah, you know what I actually found? I found a little bit of like self-improvement actually. Before I would have just kind of stayed in Discord for like 3 hours and hung out with the boys. And literally yesterday I was like, all right, boys. I was like, I gotta get off. I gotta get some sleep. We got the podcast tomorrow. We got the series. Like, there's too much going down that like I just couldn't stay up that late. So I watched like maybe 1-2 videos instead of like a binge on YouTube.
I mean, because like when you're chilling in Discord, it's very easy to
it's easy to hang
chill
out
there for a while. All the boys are there. It's very comfortable. You don't want to be like, all right, let me leave.
We were vibing yesterday too. You know what I mean? Like it was big chill after stream. Yeah, we watched the new fucking Brandon Buckingham video. Finally dropped another one, so we watched that last night in Discord, and then I was watching a little bit of like, I was watching a little bit of the GTA RP, man. I like to get into the GTA RP every now and then,
Yeah, I like the interactions in GTA RP. Some of the rules are kind of like, I don't know, but it's kind of funny.
It's not as bad once you get into it.
Oh, okay. But like, the thing is, like, you could see both perspectives because they're both RPing, and so if like you watch the VODs and stuff, you can see both perspectives, and sometimes it's even funnier on one side than the other, and it's like you get like invested into it.
I don't want to call it B-roll, but they have like that B-roll essentially. It's not B-roll, it's like B-audio, right? Because it's like when you're streaming a character, you use push to talk in the GTA RP server, so you're push to talk your character's dialogue. But you can react to your own dialogue with your stream, and so like you were saying.
Oh VODs, so once the mic comes on, your character, the mic is off. You can
still
live
the streamer
react.
That you were before.
Yeah, you're still the streamer. Yeah.
I used to do a lot of GTA RP. I miss it. I think I'm going back next year, not this year. Too much happening this year around RuneScape and whatnot. But I think next year I'm going back. I think I need to at least
GTRP.
I don't know. In some capacity, I want to get back into the RP. I think it's gonna be really good content, especially for YouTube and stuff. And so yeah, I got to get back into it.
No, would you do the same character style? Because to my understanding, you were like a street racer in GTRP.
So I was a civ. Worst mistake you could ever make being like my first time getting in. So I was a civilian. I wasn't a criminal and I wasn't a cop. I was a civilian.
A civilian.
So, yeah, like I was a businessman. So like I had one of the first businesses in the city, where I ended up opening the burger shop inside of our GTA RP city. And so like I did interviews and I worked at the burger shop to get it kick started for a little bit. And then once we had people working, so like I had a business bank account and I had employees and stuff. So I was a civ. So when you're a civ and you have a business, when you're a civ though and you have a business license, you can't, like, some servers are different, but in the city I was in, can't really do crime because you could lose your business license. And so if you lose your business license, you lose your way of life, essentially, right? And so like, that's how I paid for my car, because you get a car payment in GTRP. I don't know how much into RP you know about.
That's why. Yeah, I understand. I mean, because of the game, the fucking game we play, RuneScape. It's kind of yeah, I can kind of get a basic understanding. That's crazy. Fun, dude. I gotta make my monthly car payment. I gotta pay my rent on.
You gotta make your car payment if you have a house. Depending on the city that you're in. Some cities have like apartments, some don't. We didn't have to pay like a rent for the apartments I was in. You paid like an upfront cost. It was like a lot of money, and then once you got it, you had it.
And then you got it. Yeah.
But like, you had a car payment. If you had more than one car, you got multiple car payments, right? I had employees I had to pay, so I had to make sure that money was coming in. I also had other businesses I had to pay for my business to operate, because you need materials from other businesses. So it was like, it's a whole fucking ecosystem. Like GTRP gets crazy, dude.
If I was like that, I'd go rogue. I give it a month and then I go rogue.
Yeah, so
just fuck everything up.
Yeah, well, you totally could, right? But that, I don't want to be a civ anymore, because that, like, like street racing wasn't a felony, so you could do it because it was like a misdemeanor in the city, according to the city SOPs. And so, I could be a street racer if I got caught. It didn't matter. I wasn't a risk of losing my business license, but I never got caught. I was good. I was a good street racer. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Had the racing playlist and everything. One of these days, dude, if I ever go back, so funny story. If I ever go back, Nuts is supposed to come with me. Like, we made a deal, and he has to honor that deal. So I'm gonna force him to come. He doesn't want to. He's probably like, in Discord whining about it, right? Yeah, he's probably complaining right now, like, you know what I mean?
Oh man, I agreed to this shit. Now
yeah, he agreed. So I'm gonna fucking bring him. I know Toby really wants to get into it. We'll have to bring you with. The only thing is, I'll have to help you guys write your application, because I go to whitelisted servers. Yeah, so I go to a whitelisted server because you get like in GTRP. You get like a lot of RDM, which is random deathmatch, where like you can't just like run up and shoot somebody.
You can't just kill
shoot somebody. No, it's got to be initiated in RP first.
And yeah, you got to RP it in some way.
Yeah, and so it's got to be initiated. The rules aren't that bad once you get into it, though. I played a cop for a while too. Cops are crazy, because a lot of people don't. So when I was telling Ryder this, Ryder didn't really know this. A cop in GTRP. It's not like you just play a cop, you write tickets and you put people in jail and that's it. There's SOPs you have to follow. So you it's like, we're talking SOPs, like books of actual like law, essentially, that they write for the city. A lot of it is copied from like actual departments and stuff like that. Depending on how official the server is. Depending on how official the server is. It goes deep. There's a ranking structure, there's training, and then you also need to know the 10 codes, like the actual 10 codes. At least in the city I was in.
10-9.
All of it.
What's your 20?
All of it. You had to know all the 10 codes. And then
what's the repeating one? Can't remember. It's not important.
Yeah, it's been a while. It even gets like, it's kind of funny too, because it even goes down to like, when you're a cadet, you usually have like you can have like a partner. And if you have a partner in the car with you, they can, like, if you're in a high-speed chase, they can call the streets for you and the direction, like, turning southbound.
Oh, like a spotter.
Well, not even a spotter, but like you have to relay over the radio, over the police radio. When you're in a high-speed chase, you have to relay over the radio every time a turn happens. Exactly. Every time a turn happens.
Left.
Well, when you're not a cadet, you typically don't always have like a partner with you. So you have to be able to drive, follow the guy, and do the calls. It actually, being a cop was fun. I enjoyed being a cop, but I'm not going to go back and be a civ. I think I'm going to be a criminal. It's just way easier, man.
I think I'd fuck around too much.
Be a criminal, exactly. It's just
I'd be a criminal.
It's way easier to be a criminal. We can start like some cringe-ass gang. You know what I mean?
It's a gang. God.
So, yeah, that's GTA RP, man.
Okay, GTRP, yeah. Sounds like you're really excited for that.
It's fun, dude. Yeah. I like it. When you get it, it's like, it's hard though, because it's one of those things where when you're into it, you can't like play one day out of the week. Like, you're developing an actual character.
So it's kind of like Rust, where you have to commit.
You gotta commit. You gotta commit. Yeah. But like with GTA RP, there's no wipe. Like, for the most part, there's no wipe. It's like just persistent life.
It's just real time.
That's why I think being a crim is easier, right? Because when you're a crim, you can put it down and pick it back up later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you come back, you
there's
got
really
money.
no obligations.
Yeah, and they have like actual job. Like it's not just like being a criminal or being a cop. They got jobs too. Like I said, you can work at any of the businesses in the city. We had a business called Smoke on the Water, which was literally a weed shop. Like you can go buy edibles, you can go buy pre-rolls. Yeah, it was like literally a weed shop.
Isn't that a song?
Smoke on the Water? Yeah, it is. So a lot of cities are super official. Like I had to write a business proposal in order to be able to open that business. Like a legitimate like Google Doc business proposal. I mean, it is. It's cool. It's fun. But yeah, I have like a whole copy paste application for my character so I can get into whitelisted servers.
Oh, okay. Do you ever get like those weird people like who like fail RP you? Like, that's not RP.
Yeah. Well, so in the
like
last
really
city,
cringy or like actually.
Well, you'll hear it.
I hate those motherfuckers.
So there's fuck ups, and then there's like legitimate trolls who are just fail RP. The trolls who fail RP, they get banned fast as fuck, right? Like especially like with me.
Yeah, because obviously
I started out just as a streamer in the city, and kind of helped the city grow big time. Like when I joined the first city I ever played in, it wasn't a whitelist server. Anybody could get in. I brought a lot of people to the city, and in turn, the city started to get queues. So then we turned it to a whitelist server. And then like a month later, I ended up getting brought onto the staff team because I had so much involvement with the city.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean that was really cool to be involved. So like when shit like that happened, the owners of the city were watching the stream. I had the most viewers in the city as a streamer at that time. For GTRP it was like 50 to 60. If it was like an event day, like 80 to 100, just depending on what happened. But it was like a small time city. It wasn't really like crazy big city. There weren't very many streamers either. So like, yeah, for the most part, the staff would be watching, like, so people would get banned. But then you get people that like, you might mess up and you might be like, you might forget a hotkey and you might be like, what button is that? But like the terminology is what muscle is that? Flex your flex your E muscle, and they're talking about your, you know what I mean, like pressing your E. So like there'd be like those are legitimate fuck ups. I see. You know, when you're new, like those are legitimate fuck ups. Yeah, it's like staying in character. It's like trying to. It
would be hard for me because like, because I sometimes I laugh at my own jokes. It's very hard for me to like.
It happens all the time.
To stay in character, right?
It happens all the time in RP. Right. I got tons of clips, but yeah. RP, man, I miss it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back to it. I think it'd be funny if we were both on a RP server and we were like heads of a gang.
Actually, that would be kind of fun.
There's other jobs too. You can be like tow trucker. Some cities have like garbage men, taxis, or Uber.
I try it out. I mean, it seems really fun. I just never really got into it.
You just gotta find like a good city, because like a lot, like the lifespan of a GTA RP city, like the average lifespan of a GTA RP city is like 6 months. They come up and shut down all the fucking time.
Oh.
There's only a few that like really pop off and like stay open. Like No Pixel's the popular one. There's this new one called Prodigy RP. I got whitelisted for a really big server called Subversion RP. I never played in it, but I got whitelisted. But I was kind of on the outs when that was going down.
So yeah, I never even finished GTA 5. Like I never
played the campaign.
Yeah, like I don't even think I have the game. I don't even think I got halfway through the campaign. I just never finished it.
Really?
Yeah.
I never played. I don't even think I really even got halfway through the campaign, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I would play all the time though? We used to do Sub Sundays where we did GTA 5 stunt races. And so we would have whole playlists that are stunt races. So they're like demolition derbies, like RPGs versus cars, RPGs versus
kind of like mini games in a way.
Grenade dodgeball. Yeah. Like there's a bunch of mini games. Fun. We should hit that up one of these days. Like 100%, we always had fun doing it. Always a fucking blast. Obviously, you know me, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like party games.
Controller game. You know, we bust out that controller. Not an RP though, but
like a dirty control players.
Hey man, some games just require it. Some games just absolutely you gotta have them.
Yeah, you gotta have a controller. Like Apex. I'm just kidding.
This is a little early shout. I snoozed it twice. We do have an ad in 6 minutes. I think the problem is pre-rolls. I was gonna say I want to kind of go ad free on the podcast for now, but the problem is pre-rolls.
I mean, are pre-rolls that bad?
Yeah,
I don't think they are that bad.
They are. They're bad. Everybody I talk to, if I tell them about
I know
rolls,
everyone hates it. Like
if I get a pre-roll, I'm leaving the stream.
A new viewer hates pre-rolls. Hates pre-rolls.
But that's what matters the most, because that's gonna determine. Like, I don't want to say like a new viewer is what matters the most, but it's like you need to get people in the door of your podcast or of your stream, and then once they're in the door,
that's how you build.
Once they're in the door, you got to secure them, right? But if they come into the door and someone shoves them out and slams the door in their face, they're gone.
Yeah, they'd be like, well, fuck me. All right, I'm leaving.
So if you can get them in for a 30-minute period before an ad hits, in that 30 minutes they're still there, they probably like you enough. The ad's not going to bother them as much. So yeah, everybody always says pre-rolls are the worst. But what was I gonna say? There was I actually wanted to bring up the group Iron Man. We're kind of on the topic of video games. We're gonna go into the break here.
How to maneuver it?
Yeah. Well, I want to bring up the group iron. We're kind of a little rusty, right? But that's okay.
Yeah.
I want to kind of get your thoughts on the group iron so far, especially because we got a lot of people here, probably a lot of new people that are lurking as well, that are excited about the series, and so I can kind of give you a little insight of like behind the scenes. And then
you're cooking up a lot. Me, I'm just kind of just playing the game. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. It's pretty cool. I've never really played Iron.
And I see you're kind of playing it very casually too, which I think is okay. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah, I want, because the thing is, I was already burnt out of the game, and then Iron is, I haven't really played Iron.
It's a grind.
But we do have the group, so some things that I don't do, I can get help. And then just playing it casually and just generally having a good time, I think I'm getting a lot more enjoyment. Plus, my chat has been helping me with like the methods and stuff. Yeah, I do stuff inefficiently because I'm just not used to playing Iron, but it's a good time. I'm in last place though.
But you know what? Like, here's the
on
thing.
On the website, I'm last place.
No. Because so like the placement thing's kind of funny because I said this yesterday on stream. I was like, dude, we are a terrible fucking team. I said we are a great group of friends. We are a terrible team because the whole time it's like we're supposed to be this team. But it becomes this, like, we have a lot of fun giving a lot of banter to each other. But throughout the team, like, Ryder won't let me have a single fucking green highlighted stat on the website. Guy takes the only one I get.
And then I was complaining about money. I was like, I don't want my money touching this money.
Yeah, and then the money,
and the thing is, it's all of
and then me and Ryder got into it was like, obviously it was like a fake argument. It was like a real fucking argument. But me and Ryder got into an argument. And Ryder's like, all right, you know what? Fuck that. You find someone else to out gears. And then like 2 minutes later, I was like, hey man, I really need you to out this stuff. I was like, man, we are a terrible fucking team, dude. But I think that makes for content. I think that makes for really good content. The dynamic of the team and watching how it all comes together.
I think we'll be able to help each other more in like the mid game to late game, because like it's a very early game is a lot of questing, a lot of solo grinding, and then and then we'll go into our different avenues. Like someone's gonna have to do clues for EOFs and stuff. Somebody's gonna have to do masterwork. We'll all find our way. But just at the beginning, it's a little bit solo dolo. But the more we go on, we'll help each other more.
Yeah,
which I'm really excited for.
I think it's
especially because I want to do PVM.
Yeah, because as of lately, it's been a lot of like me and Ryder kind of intermingling because we're both very near each other. Like, I mean, Ryder's above everybody else. That guy, get a life. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But that guy is killing it, dude. He's really killing it for the team. And then I'm just slightly behind him, right? And so I haven't, but Ryder and Way have been really, really quest focused. Those guys have been hamming the quests. I don't have as many quests, but I have more XP. Like my average, like most of my stats are very average level that I have so much more XP, but yeah. Speaking of which, I'm doing RuneSpan right now. Yeah, you actually require a lot of attention. You gave me the new red number for rune crafting because so what the red number is on the website is it means you're the lowest out of the group in that stat.
Yeah.
And so I stopped at 34 rune crafting after doing that 1 hour react with the Asmongold video that day. I stopped. I did literally 1 to 34, and then I stopped there. I haven't had a chance to go back yet. I've been prioritizing some other stats, but I gave someone else a new red number because I got my fishing all the way up today. I got it up to like 47 fishing, so that's what I've been working on right now. Cooking it up. We have an ad in 1 minute and 30 seconds, but yeah, no, I'm really like, I'm addicted to it right now, man. Like that early game progression. The more it comes in, the more you like want it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like addicted, but I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I think you'll get into it a lot more though as the progression comes in. Once you start to get some of those key pieces that make it feel more exciting, you start to get some of those upgrades, hit some of those quests.
Yeah, true. And the thing is, like, I don't really like questing, but like I didn't mind it.
The early game quests are really good. I think the reason why it's not bad is because when you're in that late game of quests, you get a lot of XP, but you need fuckloads of XP to get a level up. In that early game, you do a quest and you go from 1 to 29 smithing, or you go You go from 5 to 28 cooking, or fishing.
When I did Blue Ride Sword, I needed a red berry pie, and
did you
I
make
needed
it?
some iron bar. No, I got it from Ryder.
Oh,
and then I also needed iron. Yeah, I also needed iron bars, but I'm level 1 smithing, so I couldn't make it. So Ryder traded me. I got the hookup from the boys, and I went from 1 to 29 smithing.
That's how I was
like, what?
That's all my smithing. I have 31 smithing. All of them are pretty much from Night Sword, like literally. Yeah, and so it's crazy because you get that jump, and it's like, damn, that actually kind of felt good. Let me hit a couple more of these quests. Oh, waterfall quests: 1 to 30 attack, 1 to 30 strength.
Yeah, I mean, waterfall is like,
Violet is blue 1 and 2. You jump from like 1 to like 35 fucking Herblore. Chad, that ad's gonna start right. Yeah, it's crazy. If you use the lamps from 1 and 2 on Herblore, you go from 1 to 35. And then what I did,
I haven't done that quest yet.
We're about to hit the ad break here, just so you guys know. So we're gonna take a pause in our conversation. But real quick to wrap it up, what I did was after I did Violet is Blue 1 and 2, I went and did the Easy Wilderness task set. Used all of those lamps in Herblore. That got me to 39, and then I did Herby Werby. That got me to 40.
Oh yeah.
And so within a quick boom, 1 to 40 in a stat. It's like, what? So
that's crazy.
It gets crazy. So the early game questing can be fun. Mid game iron questing sucks because you get to those quests where you need a lot of stats, or you need a lot of items.
Or you need items that you need to make.
Gotta make, find. That's what's nice about the group though. It's because you have boys that are in different areas.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do the quest because I needed smithing levels to make an iron bar. But you
got the skip.
The homie, get it real quick, boom.
Exactly, you got the skip. Chat, while we are on that ad break, for those of you guys that are new here that have never been to one of our
He's freezing, bro. Look at his finger. I'm not bringing us back, man. But we were talking about the group Iron Man.
Bro, why not? Yeah. Why? I was going to be stubborn. I thought we were going to have a stubborn battle just now and have a stubborn
because I knew. No. I knew we were going to be frozen for a while because we're too stubborn. And we can't have dead air like that. So I had to say something. I didn't want to bring us back officially because I'm still stubborn. I didn't want to do it like, okay, we're back,
No, man. You got to bring us back, dude.
No, man.
Why not? You want me to bring us back every time?
Yeah.
Do you find it cringe?
I don't find it cringe. I just don't know how to do it.
Well, how the hell are you going to learn how to do it if you don't ever do it?
True.
Which is why I hit you on the spot and you caved.
That's fucked up, man.
What do you mean? Trial by fire is the best.
Trial by fire is the worst, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. Haven't you seen the videos?
I mean, it works. Okay.
Have you seen the videos of the babies with the pool? They're just
that's instinct where they just fucking toss them.
Don't drown. Don't fucking drown. I'm not coming to get you. Don't drown. You know what I mean? They just fucking yeet them. They just yeet them, dude. So I feel like, I don't know, it works with little babies. I feel like it's going to work pretty good. Trial by fire kind of seems to be proven. It kind of seems to be proven a little bit.
Did you guys see the way he fucking tossed it?
You just yeet. You just absolutely yeet. So.
You just yeeted it, bro. Ain't no way.
Yo! Quick interruption, man. We just got a massive raid from Aztween. Aztween,
what about
awesome friend of both of us. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had an awesome stream. Thank you. Welcome in. For those of you guys that are new here, we just real quick to give you guys a rundown, because we are in the middle of the podcast. We don't typically read chat during the podcast except for on the ad breaks. So it happens about every half hour. We read comments and messages from the chat, and we kind of go back and forth a little bit. You did not miss too much, just a little bit of waffling, nothing too crazy. But thank you so much for the raid. We absolutely appreciate that support. For those of you that don't know, me and Jimmy are both content creators within the RuneScape community, content creators in general. We like to have a lot of fun. We have a podcast together that we do every Sunday right here called What in the Podcast, as you guys can see based off the logo. And yeah, we're actually just coming back from an ad break, so it's good timing. It's very, 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 very good timing. But thank you guys so much for being here, and welcome in, everybody.
Okay. To go back.
Trial by fire.
The trial by fire, yes, it does work, but sometimes it doesn't work. But the thing with the baby is like, that's just instinct. That's pretty crazy how they like they swim, right?
I don't know. It looks like fucking murder to me, but
I mean, it does. It looks scary as fuck.
It looks like
just toss
the
way they just toss their newborn in, and they're like, all right, go.
It's just and hope it fucking can swim.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever doing that with my kid. If I ever have a kid.
You only really need to like do that, I guess, if you have like a pool, right? If you have that danger. If you don't have a pool, then what's the situation that your baby's gonna fall in, I guess?
No. You got to teach your baby to swim. If you never teach them to swim and they never learn how to swim, then you have a lifetime of danger when water is involved anywhere. I mean, you're like, realistically.
Well, yeah, you just bring them in the water, but I don't know.
That's how they teach them how to swim, though. They literally just fucking.
They just chuck them in, let them drown a little bit, and then until they don't drown. That's so fucked.
I don't know, dude. That's so fucked. Because like, I wouldn't do it.
Nah,
you have to have somebody in the water. Like, someone's got to be.
Oh
in the
yeah,
water,
most definitely.
sure.
Yeah, somebody's got to be definitely.
But like, there's probably that one dumbass fucking parent out there that like, just. And exactly. It's like, oh my god, and they jump in after it. It's like, you should already had somebody in there in case that was the result. My question is, how many times do you go with that test? Is it just one trial? Like either it swims or it doesn't swim, and then you gotta move on to plan B, or is it like, all right, didn't work this time, let's do it again? Plan B is like swimming classes, or you ease them into the water. Maybe you hold them and try to help them swim.
Yeah.
Or do you go to like, you just try round 2 later on? You're just like, all right, little trauma is never gonna hurt anybody.
How early would you do it?
They do it They do it like with infants, man.
I know they do it with infants. I don't know. I'd be too scared.
Gotta be like a flashback to like getting baptized.
When my brother had his baby, I was too scared to hold it because it just looks so fragile.
It is. Oh,
it's like I was like, oh my god, like I don't want anything to happen to the baby. Like I don't want to hold it and drop it,
hold it out from you a little bit. You're like,
and they're like, oh, go ahead, hold it. I was like, ain't no way I'm holding that baby.
So you're holding it, and you're like, you know what? This is real cool and all, but you can have them back. Here you go. Like 5 seconds.
It took me like 6 months to hold that baby, and I was sitting down. I was like, okay, I gotta sit down. Because I know I'm stationary, nothing can happen. It's like, okay, let me hold the baby.
Yeah, the first time I ever held one of my nephews, I was sitting down in a chair. We don't want to like, they're fragile, like you said, dude. Because
they're fragile, bro. It's scary. It's just like, oh my god. Now I'm kind of used to it with my second niece. So I held her like, really early.
Hey, I got 4 nephews and like 4 nieces. I don't know. The numbers are somewhere up there, man. Got a lot of family, man. So you do get used to it after a while, but
yeah, you do.
I told all my siblings, you guys had enough kids for me to not have kids.
It's just like, I feel like I've had a kid already by all the kids around us.
Yeah, we call them free birth control.
Free birth control?
Yeah, other people's babies, free birth control. You ever been someplace and somebody's kid is acting the fuck up?
Yeah, somebody's kid's acting up.
That motherfucker's free birth control over there.
Nah.
That's enough for all the kids.
What I think is like, either the parents are fucking up or that kid needs a fucking ass beating.
I mean, kids are just kids, man. They're little shits, bro.
I mean, kids are little shits, but
kids
I mean,
if you let at the end of the day. But I do agree.
Just like some parents really like just like they don't even give a fuck, right?
So are you an ass whooping guy?
Yes, but that's not my first go-to.
It's not your first corrective action. It depends on. I feel like okay, because this is how you get canceled on the internet. You tell people that you're like.
Oh, I was hit as a kid. I needed it, but
I mean, so like I wasn't like I got my ass whooped. Like I got spanked. My brother got the chancla. You know what I mean? Like
I got the chancla. I got the belt. I got the bare fist. I got everything.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny.
I got slapped. I didn't get.
So that's always kind of funny, right? Do you think that's the way? Like specifically like that aggressive? Do you think that's the way?
Sometimes it's needed. It shouldn't be all the time because it has like a negative effect. Like sometimes you just need the like what is it? Like your shit rock. Like you just need to fucking I don't know. You just need that pain or something to like oh shit, okay. Don't do that.
It's like I said, right? Like you can be stern with your child and that's fine. And like you can there's only so many times there's only so many times that's going to fucking work. At some point, maybe round 3, round 4, it's time I grab you and you get the ass whooping. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're not going to learn through that, then you're going to have to learn through that. And if I whip your ass the first time, I bet you're not going to try it again. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like, and this is where people get really kind of iffy. I'm not saying like beat your child. That's not what I'm saying. But I think everybody could take ass whooping every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you're a little shit.
Yeah, even like when I would act up, my mom would threaten, like she would be like, "Don't make me beat your ass in front of all these people," because I will. And the fear of that is like, oh shit! Not only am I gonna get ass beating, I'm gonna get embarrassed. So I'm like, okay, I need to, So it's not even like you need to. It's just like the fear of it happening.
Yeah, I think there's gotta be. I think with every kid, it's kind of different too, though. Like I didn't really ever get my ass whooped, but like my mom, all she had to say was like, "You're gonna be grounded from the computer." And if that hit,
yeah, you're just like, oh fuck.
That ain't gonna happen today, Mom. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm about to act right. You know what I mean?
I'm about to be a star child.
Like shit, I'm about to get the gold stars today. Shit. All of a sudden, we just turn that frown right up, into a smile and fucking you start to act right. So you gotta find a way. Like I think every kid's gonna be different, right? But if you're a little shit, you're gonna get a little shit ass whooping. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I look at it. I'm not against it, but I feel like in today's society, I feel like you can't even say what we're saying right now without people getting upset about it. It's like
I don't understand. I think people got beat too much because there is like a thing.
Well, there's like getting beat. Like that's a difference. I don't consider an ass whooping getting beat. Like if I bare ass you get the cheek, that's not getting beat. No,
but that's probably why people like are apprehensive about it because their parents hit them a lot and they don't want to do that with their kid.
I think there's a fine line. Right?
So maybe there's like a little trauma behind that. I feel like
it's gotta be warranted. It's gotta be warranted. Like if you fuck up in school, I'm not gonna whoop your ass over that. If you I'm trying to. Okay, so what would you say is like warranting an ass whooping? Like you gotta I feel like it's gotta be bad. Like you gotta really fuck up, right? Trying to think like a scenario I could put like a kid on like how I would
probably. I mean, because like kids are kids. It's like they'll fuck around with each other. Like if you're like bullying, like if my child was bullying some other kid, like and it's like really bad.
I think
like
with the bullying approach, I was gonna say I think with the bullying approach, you'd actually have to have like a corrective action, like have a conversation, and then like if that doesn't work,
and then
it still happens, then you're getting an ass
happens, 100%.
I
mean, because that's very serious.
That's
right?
no tolerancy for that shit, bro. 100%. Another one is like if you're throwing rocks at a car. Like let's say you're just in the driveway, you're throwing rocks at the car, and I tell you to stop, and then you throw a rock and the window breaks, you're getting an ass whooping, dog. that's ass whooping territory right there. I told you to stop.
If it costs me money, you're gonna get
and it costs money now. Yeah, that's ass whooping territory right there. 100%. I think that's fair. I think that's valid. I don't know though. I don't have kids, so like I feel like people are gonna be like, I don't know, you don't have kids. It's gonna change when you get kids, but. I'm not. What I will say is I'm not like against the idea of like there's got to be something like punishment matters. It matters. Like
I'm a firm believer of like the punishment should fit the crime, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Where like it's very adapted. There's no one all. Like sometimes they just need a talking to.
Yeah.
Sometimes they need their ass beat.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's both.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna go stare at that corner for 35 minutes. And
true,
when you stare at the corner, I'm gonna tell you, did you learn your lesson?
Think about what you did.
Yeah, you better sit over there and reflect in the corner. You see a spider, you better not flinch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get out of that corner. Yeah, I've been put in the corner. Yeah, I already know. You don't get out of the corner once you're in the corner.
And then you're still in the corner. Your parents walk by. Hey, don't move.
Yeah, you look back. Turn that head around. What are you looking at? The only thing you should be looking at is the crack between the two walls. Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm in there. Like, yeah. You learned real quick, because when it's that serious, you learn real quick. Like, last thing you want is to go sit in the corner for 35 more minutes again. Like, you don't want that again. You'd rather be doing whatever the hell else it is. So yeah, 100%. I think that's valid. I think it's valid. Some kids need to ask.
And we got canceled.
I mean, good luck, dude. I'm just saying, like, when you go in public and you see somebody's kids acting up, and you see like a parent who has 4 kids and all 4 of them are going buck ass wild in the middle of the store. Yeah, it's like you might need an ass whipping at that point. Either get your kids under control or someone needs to whip your ass. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes kids can, you know, kids are kids too, so sometimes it's like
kids are way
too much.
But like, there are parents that will just let their kids go crazy.
Oh yeah, bro, they'll just be like this, right, on their phone, whatever,
and don't even care.
And their kid is like, I think you have told me one time is like when parents let other parents take care of their kids at like a function or something. Let's say for instance like a party, and they're just sitting on their phone. Yeah, you just go to a family party, right? And they're just sitting on their phone. Their kids running buck wild, right? But they're not even paying attention.
Will you become the babysitter for your nephews and nieces?
And it's like, damn, dude, I'm fucking disciplining your kids.
It's like, what the hell? It's like, where the fuck's your mom at? Your mom's at this party somewhere. Why are you fucking in my vicinity right now? You're gonna have to go, hey, come get your kid. Like, I'm not watching this motherfucker. Like, I'm trying to drink right now. You know, you got little Terrence, you know, at your feet. But yeah, man, kids are, I don't know. Do you want kids? Maybe.
I want kids. I actually really like kids.
Like for sure.
Yeah, because I always like have like a easygoing like attitude. I just like to have fun. So, and then kids are really like easy to take care of because it doesn't take much to excite them or to keep them busy. Oh, look at this, you know, oh, let's draw this. Like it's really actually easy. And sometimes it's fun because sometimes you could be like almost like a kid again, I guess you could say. And then like the opposite is like, damn. And it's also like, damn, I'm on the opposite side now. Like I was like, this was me years ago playing with somebody. Now I'm on the opposite side and I'm creating that moment that I hold dear to myself to this child. So it's very like emotional for me.
Yeah, there is like
I always really love kids.
Not to like make this,
some of them can be fucking assholes. I'm not gonna lie.
Not to like make this crazy or like real fucking like down or anything, but like part of it is like if I ever have kids, oh hell nah. Oh hell nah, son. Oh hell nah. Nah, hang on, bro. Put a pin in it real quick. I gotta take. There's a motherfucker in my domain that don't belong in my domain. You know what I mean?
Is it a spider?
Yes, sir. I done spotted his.
Keep your eyes on the crack. Keep your eyes on the crack. Don't even flinch.
I done spotted his ass. It's game over. Don't move, motherfucker. Don't move. I'll be back for you. Yo, and then you start moving? Anyways,
all right, just ignore him.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say. It's not in your fucking room, man.
He's just chilling, bro.
Yeah, but
you know what? He's not paying rent. Cook his ass.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's in my domain. He doesn't belong here. So there was actually one week where I was chilling and then I noticed a spider web coming down to my monitor in front of me, and I was like, "Where the fuck's it at?"
What the fuck? Down to your monitor?
Yeah, from the ceiling down to my fucking monitor in
dude,
front of me, bro.
That motherfucker's in your domain.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, when I noticed the spider web, I stopped like mid-sentence and I was like...
Yeah, you're just like, wait, hold up.
I followed it back up to the ceiling. I was like, where the fuck is it at?
Yeah, you traced it?
Start looking around, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like... Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
I hate spiders, man. What the fuck were we talking about before I got distracted?
We were talking about kids, and you asked me if I wanted kids.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go kind of a little dark with it. I was gonna say like to some extent, but Like, I want kids, but at the same time, I don't know if I want kids because I kind of selfish. Like, I want to be able to continue traveling, and kids are fucking expensive. I want to continue to live the life I live, and kids are fucking expensive.
It's a lot. A lot of people don't have kids until way later because they want to do all the stuff that they want to do.
Yeah, and that's kind of like where I'm at. That's kind of where we're at, right? Like, we're 26, and so yeah, we're kind of looking at kids like maybe later. Like, maybe we don't really know, but yeah. And then I was gonna say, kind of goes down to one of those things that it's like, the only thing that you know is for certain is that if you have kids, like for me at least, like if I have a kid, I know I'll be a better dad than my dad was to me. Right? I mean, it's not hard. Yeah. All I gotta do is be there, and I'm already better. Like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it becomes like kind of one of those things because like naturally with the kid conversation, that's kind of like you kind of have that thought at some point, right?
Yeah.
You always like whenever you have kids, you always want to like.
You want to do better.
You want to do better. You want to give your kids a better life than what you had growing up, even if it wasn't that crazy. But you always want to do like you always want them to have better. So
yeah, I
don't want to have kids in this world. I'll be honest. Like in the current society we live in.
Yeah, it's very scary.
It's terrifying.
It's scary.
But
I feel everywhere. Like. I mean, everywhere. But I feel like that's just the like.
It's worse than when we were growing up, dude.
Like, yeah, like, bro, I will say it's worse than
the internet. The internet is scary as fuck now. Like,
yeah, but I mean, isn't that like with every generation? Having past generations saying, "Oh, it's worse, it's worse, it's worse."
I don't know, but like, it's pretty bad now, though.
I mean, we got to keep having kids, otherwise.
Someone, I don't know about we. Someone's got to keep having kids. I don't know about we. You know what I mean?
I want a kid. I want to continue my bloodline.
I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% yet. You know what I mean? I ain't really got to that point where like I'm like, yeah, I want a kid, or like for sure, for sure. I think the scary thing too is like me and Tabby have been together for 12 years almost, and so it's kind of scary because like at some point. Does the conversation come up like we should have a kid? Like I don't even know how to navigate that section of life. That's scary. Even though like start like we're old enough, like but back in the day, it was like you're scared to have a kid because you're so young, and now it's like we're old enough, we could have a kid.
But it's still scary.
It's 100%. I don't think that. I think it's scary even after. I think that like you just live a life of perpetual fear once you have a kid.
Yeah.
Like it never ends at that point, right? Like even when they're 18, you're still fucking terrified.
You're just like.
Yeah, like.
I mean, it's life though.
But that depends on the kid too. Like for me, my mom always said I was never an issue. My brother, on the other hand, my oldest brother, it's a different story. It's a total different story. Okay. So it depends on the kid, 100%, right?
Yeah, it does.
You hope you get a good one. Like, hey, can I send this one back to the storks? I need a different one. Mine's defective. I'm just saying.
Ain't no way.
What do you mean? Like, I mean,
ain't no way.
Dude, bro, there are some kids that are gonna give you fucking hell. Like my oldest brother did to my mom growing up. You know, my mom fucking loves him, but he was a fucking nightmare child. And my mom raised 5 of us by herself. But you have one that's a nightmare child. You got 4 that are okay. That nightmare child, you're gonna do sleepless nights, wondering what the hell's going on.
Beat them.
If they're out in the streets, that gets a little crazy, right? Some kids just don't react, and you know what I mean. So I mean, that's just the reality of like kids, though. That's the reality of life, right? Obviously, obviously jokes, right? Like you don't actually want to send them back, but
yeah, I know.
I'm a joker, man. People, I feel like people are scared to like peddle the line of jokes, like comedians nowadays.
Oh yeah, I mean, people are afraid to get fucking canceled. I mean, like the thing is with jokes is like they say like sometimes it has, intention does matter, but like sometimes there's like a little truth in every joke. But a lot of like jokes, like if you really digest it, it comes from like a very like dark place, but it makes it twists it, it makes it funny, right?
Yeah, but what's the
not
point
necessarily
of laughter, right?
Dark humor? Yeah, like I mean, you're just making light of the situation.
Yeah. I get it, but at the same time, I think intention matters. And so if you're saying a joke with the intention of making other people laugh, I think that's inherently a good thing. That's not a bad thing. And so like intention always matters, but don't know. Like, yeah, I think there's definitely that fear. Like, people are scared of getting canceled, and that's why like I react the way I do about like cancellation. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna be able to cancel me. Like, I have to care first of all, and I don't care. Yeah. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. I'm not gonna change who I am because you don't like me. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, there's always gonna be people that dislike you. There's always gonna be people that fuck with you.
Yeah, always.
Keep your circle close.
Sometimes they really just don't like you.
Yeah, I mean,
they really fuck with you.
It's
just what it is. What it is.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm not gonna like tiptoe around my words just because I'm afraid of offending somebody I don't even fucking know. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, then at that point, I'm not being me. You know what I mean? Like,
true. At that point, you're just like you're molding yourself to
what they want you to be.
Do you want they? Yeah, they want you to be.
Yeah. So like, you know, if I think something's funny and my goal is to make somebody laugh, like, I'm just gonna fuck say it. Like, yeah, like, if it comes off in the wrong way, then like, obviously you can. I'm not gonna say like you can backpedal, but like, obviously, people have to gauge who you are as a person. But like, at the end of the day, when someone makes up their mind about you, they made up their mind about you. It doesn't matter. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, once they think they know who you are, you're not gonna. You can't change people's minds.
I'm kind of on the opposite. I think you can change people's minds.
I think it depends on like the situation, but like, I think for the most part, once somebody has decided if they like you or dislike you, they're not gonna really change their mind.
Or like they figured you out.
Yeah, they're not really gonna change their mind. Like, I mean, it's like we go back to a couple months ago when I go into that random stream and that guy hates me and I literally don't even know who the fuck he is. I'm like, I don't know what relationship we had.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
life, but I don't even know you.
I didn't even know who he was. It was just some random.
Yeah,
just like,
and he was telling me to kill. He was telling me to kill myself. I was like,
yeah, like it was off the deep end. Like it was out of left field.
I don't know what
I
did to hurt you so
super left
bad.
field.
Yeah. It was the weirdest thing. I think in 10 years on Twitch, that was the weirdest thing I ever experienced. Like, I was literally telling me to kill myself, and he had only typed a message in my chat once. It wasn't even a negative message, and I didn't even know him. And so I went to somebody else's community where that guy's telling me that, and I'm like, I don't even know you. What happened?
Yeah,
what did I miss?
Who are you?
There's a story that you know, and I'm not even aware of it. Yeah, and so.
Oh, you don't know? Fuck you.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what you did, but you don't.
And so that's why I say, once people like kind of make up their mind about you, whatever the fuck happened.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. People are weird.
Sometimes I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, so I would say I'm not like.
Yeah, I always look objectively.
I would say I'm kind of like opposite. Yeah, I like to look at things objectively.
Yeah, I think that's important.
But I do agree. Is right. Is if you have somebody figured out, that it's really hard for them to change that image.
Yeah, it's always interesting. It's always interesting because you just I don't know. People are weird, dude, and so it's like I'm weird too, but like people are also. I think everybody's weird. I think everybody's weird in their own.
Everybody has their weird. Everyone is weird and strange in their own ways.
A lot of it's perspective too. Like what's normal to you is not normal to somebody else. So like, and so that's where like reality and like perception of things is, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's why I like putting myself in other people's shoes and thinking it from their perspective, because I'm like, okay, what are the emotional attachments? How do they grow up? Does it affect this? Does it affect that? Like,
yeah, that's why it's like whenever you react to something,
know something I don't.
Yeah, because like whenever you react to something emotionally, I always like try to take a step back from that emotional reaction, because I'm like, well, hang on a second, like. Maybe it's different for them, and like maybe maybe I'm reacting emotionally and I really even like shouldn't be, and so like I try to always look objectively, like every day. Like,
well, I mean, emotions are always going to be there, but it's just like recognizing that they're there,
dissecting,
and then be able to take a step back and be like, okay, let me look at it a different way and see if the emotions are like justified, I guess you can say.
Yeah. We got an ad break coming up here in 1 minute. Toby says, I just want to know the kinky motherfucker who named a spider Daddy. Wait, where the fuck did that spider go? Oh.
Daddy long legs. Yeah, where the fuck did that spider go?
Oh, dude.
Dude, he's gonna bite you when you least suspect it.
It's
Speaking of bites, dude, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, bro. I've been getting bit by mosquitoes a lot, bro. It's so annoying.
Summertime, man.
I know, and they just came out like the last part of summer.
Well, you know, the summer was kind of weird. Like, I think it started out kind of like cold, and then it got like scorching fucking hot.
And then we had the hurricane.
You know, we're already getting fall. here, like where I am, like 66 degrees and raining. Like I don't even have my AC on anymore.
It's 92 degrees right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be 66
at 5:30 p.m. That's actually kind of fucking hot.
It's like 74 here right now, and it's gonna be 66 tomorrow. So yeah, it's getting cold. Chat, that ad's gonna start right now. Man, that spider's gonna fuck me
Edgington. Up. Yeah, he's gonna fuck you up.
Hey, yo, tell me I'm gonna look at that shit. Get shit on, son. My motherfucking domain.
It was that small and you were freaking out?
Hey, bro, I don't like spiders. It's my domain, bruh.
That's just, bro, that's like not it. How the fuck do you even see that, bro?
Listen, no, hold up, bro. Before you start fucking spider slandering me right now. All right.
Dude, I thought it was a big ass spider. That shit was small as fuck.
No, you gotta understand the dynamics, okay? It's not that I was freaking out about the spider. No. It's not that I was freaking out. It's not that I was freaking out about the spider. I wasn't fucking scared of the spider, guys. I'm not gonna let it roam free in my fucking office. It's gonna get webs all over the place. It's gonna start inviting other fucking bugs in here. Come on, guys. Come on. Get fucking real here, all right? Get real.
Okay. You do make a point with that one.
We're back from
the
admin,
still.
though.
That was a little ass spider.
Yeah, it was a small
I wish
spider.
you would have turned the camera, man.
I didn't say it was
okay.
big, man. What were you guys thinking in your fucking brains? You guys thought it was like this massive thing? I didn't say it was big.
Like a daddy long leg or something, you know?
No, daddy long leg is, I mean, I would have killed that thing right away.
Oh.
The little tiny one I let roam a little bit. But he's so small, I don't want to lose him. You know what I mean? I practically almost lost him to begin with. So
what made you think standing on your router was a good idea?
I didn't stand on my router. I said I don't want to step on my router.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because my router sits on the floor. Like, I'll show you real quick.
Oh, my router's on the floor too.
Look.
Speaking of which, I had to move, bro. It was kind of a bitch to move around my shit.
It's always a bitch to move shit around. That's why I don't like.
Yeah, because like I have the dual PC setup and I have it mounted on my table. So for context, I was watching the fights last night. We had a projector. I took my setup outside in the backyard, so I had to take everything. Had to move the router, the desk, the tower, the monitors. Yeah, I had to move all of it. Yeah, I had to move the whole thing. So like in hindsight, I do have an older PC that I can make like the outside one. So if I want to use a projector outside and stuff again, I would use that PC instead of my setup. Because it took me 30 minutes to move my shit, everything, all the wiring is the big part.
See, right? Yeah, what?
And like I have I had really good cable management. There is no such thing as cable management right now. Because I had to move everything. It was late as fuck. It was like 1 a.m. and I was just like, bro, I just want to sleep. I was drinking, so I was already kind of like fed up.
Here's the thing, like cable.
I'm not gonna take the time to do the cable management.
Cable management for me is tough because fucking 2 PCs and then a mixer.
You have two
mice,
PCs. I just have
2
one.
keyboards, a stream deck, 3 monitors, 2 separate computers, and then you have the modem and the router and the mixer and the lamp. So it's like, and then my phone charger. Man, like fucking, if you want to cable manage that, you're like talking like a 4-hour job to make it nice.
Yeah, you're very like planted right there with all this setup stuff.
Yeah, I don't move my shit like at all. Yeah. No, I literally like it's in place. I don't want to move it. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of cables. 2 keyboards, 2 mice, fucking all the nonsense, man. So whenever I show people my stuff and they're like, "Nice cable management," it's like, you want to come sit here for 6 hours and do this shit? Because I'm perfectly okay with it looking like this.
I mean, because with the camera setup, they never see any of that.
You don't see it anyways, exactly.
It's in your office.
Yeah.
So it's like you really don't need cable management.
Yeah.
I guess I would need it because this is my bedroom. It would look nicer, but like.
Yeah, this is meant to be for the workplace. You know what I mean? So it's like it is what it is. Fuck. We were gonna get into before I had to take over the spider again. We were gonna get into something. I forgot what it was.
The whole spider fiasco derailed me. I don't know.
Kind of derailed me too. I'm not gonna lie. That happens. I mean, that's kind of how it goes, right? So. Yeah. We're roguing up, drinking that raspberry pineapple. I haven't actually had this one in a little while. So with all this fucking rogue, you know, sometimes I kind of find myself going back to the same 2 flavors because I just really, really enjoy them.
Yeah, you just really fuck with them.
But there's just so much to choose from that some days it's like, damn, it's hard to make a decision.
That's why. That's the one I wanted to grab. That's the one I wanted to grab, but I'm trying to save money right now, so I couldn't get it. So that's why I told you to drink it, so I can vicariously drink it through you.
Do you think they'll stop me through TSA if I bring some random little baggies that have like the flavor on them? I don't want to bring the whole tub, but if I bring the baggies with some scoops of each that has the flavor on them.
No, because I've done that with pre-workout. I put in a little baggie. They didn't pull it out. But I mean, if they do stop you, I guess they would ask you like.
Yeah, well, if I bring like 6 separate little baggies that are all white, pure white powder, they're gonna be like, we might need to check this.
Or you could like print out the logo or something on a piece of paper and then put it in the bag or whatever.
True. That might just to say, make it look like I'm trying to make it discreet, like and like cover it to get through. I don't know. That might make it worse.
I don't know. I'm just thinking if they pull it out, they see a fucking white powder, With my pre-workout, it was blue. So if they pulled it out, like
Oh yeah, but these are all white powders.
Yeah, it's all white powder. The Rogue is all white, and so
I think this one might.
I guess you would like put it in water, right? You would say, "Just give me some water, and I'll show you, and I'll drink it." Like,
yeah, I mean, well, you can tell them to smell it. I mean, they're not gonna put it in water or anything like that. If they actually thought it was cocaine, they would test it, and then it would test negative. And then that's the day we find out that like there's cocaine in Rogue or something, and like that's why. No, I'm kidding. Imagine, dude. Like,
oh my god,
nightmare.
You're like, oh shit. Yeah.
It's like,
no, I think you should be fine.
Yeah, well, because I can bring some. Well, because I want to drink it when I'm out there, so I'm probably gonna bring like 2 tubs for myself out there. But I want to.
Are you gonna bring the whole tub?
Yeah, I'll probably bring like 2 tubs.
Okay.
Like I'll bring a hydration tub and I'll bring an energy tub. That's kind of how I look at it. And then I can bring like the raspberry pineapple out there so you can try it out. I could bring some of the flavors that you haven't had so you guys can try them out. Like for those of you guys that haven't had the specific ones. I got all the flavors except for the newest ones that are out now. So. But
okay. Little bit of a tangent, but it's still on the topic of the podcast because we're talking about doing the podcast at TCON, which is where you're saying you're gonna bring the tubs and everything.
Yeah.
Do I bring my setup to TCON, or do we have good Wi-Fi there? Do we know?
It's high speed internet, but they all say high speed internet. The thing is do you have space to bring your setup when you've got? Because you're gonna have to pick us up from the airport. And then we're still figuring out all the airport logistics. So like, are you even gonna have space in the car to be able to do that? Because like when you pick us up,
I guess
it'll be me, Tabby, and Slammer, and then our suitcases too. Because when you pick us up, we don't get the Airbnb until like 4 o'clock at night. So we're gonna have a lot of luggage in the trunk.
I mean, with my car, probably not. If I was to wait for Ryder
will be getting there until right when we can check into the B&B. So Ryder will probably meet us at the B&B.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has to.
I would have to get a bigger car then.
Yeah, because
I kind of want to have like a setup to where we can, we're streamers, right?
It would make it nice. Like, well, I think Toby's bringing a laptop. So we have something. It would be nice. It'd make it easier. Since we're on the topic of like TCON anyways too, I was kind of thinking like, what if we brought all the boys into the podcast that day?
Oh, I'm down. I like that.
Like we do like a podcast couch and
podcast couch.
The only problem I would see being an issue would be the mics.
Yeah, I mean we would just have to share the mics, right? But like, or like sit really close to each other, or just have like the mics be able to pick up our voices from kind of far.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna do a lot of like Ryder said he'll bring his laptop too. I want to do like a lot of
okay.
A lot of like IRLs out there.
Wait,
like I want to be hanging out and just like IRLing for no fucking reason.
Nah, I was thinking of like the PC that I was gonna make, the older one.
Toby got the new lens, dude.
It'd be nice to have like a setup so we could do like a formal stream out there.
Well, they have a office room.
Maybe IRL stream, dude.
I'm gonna be IRLing from my phone.
I don't think I can from my phone.
I got that very nice camera on this fucking Samsung Note 20.
I know, dude. The Android, dude. They're really good for streaming.
So I plan on IRL.
I have an iPhone, bruh.
Bro, not my man messaging me to ask me about the game. Bro, don't message me, man. I'm about to fry his ass later.
About the game.
So my boy that my buddy that used to live with me is like my fucking brother practically. He used to live with me, and then he went to the military, so he moved out. He's actually out west now by you. He's a Packers fan, and so I'm a Bears fan. We got that rivalry, and it was Bears-Packers game today, and so he loves.
He just had to rub it.
He fucking loves shoving it in my face every fucking year, bro. Every year, bro. It's,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, so fucking another football season, another year of depression. W. Fucking
No, but TCON is right around the corner actually.
Well, you know the fucked up part? We're gonna be paying for we gotta pay for the Airbnb. I'm gonna hit you guys up on October 1st. And so the Airbnb's got to be paid for on the 5th in full. So I'm gonna hit you guys up October 1st to get everybody's money. So we're talking 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Like literally 3 weeks from now.
I'm gonna need a couple books to. No, I'm just kidding. book.
I kind of set myself up nicely. Going to TCON because so like we'll get like obviously September we have the we have the September subathon at the end of the month. That'll get paid out on the 15th of October. And I get paid from HelloFresh on the first week of October. I get paid from Call of Dragons the second week of October. I get my Twitch check the second week of October. I also get my Kick check on the first week of October. So before we even go to TCON, I've got 4 separate checks coming in.
Yeah, you're getting juiced up.
Played it right, man. But yeah. Coming back from TCON is another story. I don't want to do it. Like if I wanted to, like I could hit another hashtag ad. I'm not going to though. It's too much. It's too much. I don't think chat would care, but nah, it's too much.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's some good ones on there too, like War Thunder right now.
I like one.
Real into Marvel movies and shit right now, so there's like Marvel Snap. So like, there's some good ones, but Warhammer is available too. I could hit the Warhammer. But you said you had some stuff you wanted to talk about today. We've been on a good topic of like, actually really good topics today.
I mean, we kind of got like into it. The thing about was coming back like to on schedule. Like we had the hiccups with the podcast. Like we talked about at the start of this one, being able to go back. Like I stayed up really fucking late last night, and then I woke up at 11. But just because I struggle with sleep a lot, but it's very easy for me to go back now because I think I'm building the habit. Like I feel like
getting consistent on that.
It's like I'm consistently consistent. No, like because like you'll have like those one off days where you just stay up late, and which was yesterday. And
I mean, it was a special occasion.
Yeah, special occasion. And the thing is, like, sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, oh, my schedule. But I understand that, like, sometimes that happens, and that's life. And you know, you gotta live. You can't always be fucking on.
Did that happen? I couldn't tell if that came out or not. Did that happen?
Wait, what?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I don't want to point direction to it.
I don't know what I said.
No, it's not you, it's me. Don't worry about it.
I'm so confused.
Not the cliche, it's not you, it's me.
Jesus Christ.
No, actually though, I thought my voice cracked for a second there.
Did mine?
No, I thought mine did.
Whatever.
It's been happening a lot. I've been getting fried.
No. But with the whole thing with like scheduling, like so like the working out, the streaming, I've been more consistent streaming. I've been actually really enjoying it. The schedule in the morning and then having the night for myself, because sometimes I hang out in your Discord, and then like I run, I go out, I play. It's really nice. I've been running too much though. I'm trying to gain weight. I lost like 3 pounds just because I'm running so much. Because like I want to like get bigger. But I love running so much that it just like I don't eat enough, so I have to navigate the whole dieting thing. Like the dieting is the hardest part for me.
They say that's like 85% of it.
Yeah, like sometimes I don't even really like eat breakfast, but I burn so many calories that like I need to. I don't know. It's a weird balance for me. Sometimes I feel like I'm not eating enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm eating too much.
So like when you went to that Starbucks, you should have ordered food instead of just asking for water.
Yeah, then they probably wouldn't have forgotten my fucking order because like, hey, he actually paid.
Like, oh look, food,
that's
money,
fucked up, man.
Water. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But yeah, so I just kind of read the chat. He's like, you got to hit the weights. It's true. I do like body exercises at home and stuff, and I do have like some dumbbells and stuff. But like, yeah, if I really want to like get bigger, I have to like do actual like not like powerlifting, but like actual weight training with a regimen. Um, yeah,
I gotta get on my my health.
It's tough. It's tough for me. It's so like it's yeah. I'm learning. I'm trying. I'm learning.
I want to like get into like the grind with that, right? But it's like, how with everything that I'm trying to work
with
on,
all
with
stuff
content,
going on.
it's like how,
yeah,
like how do I squeeze an extra hour? Like, you know what I mean? Like today, I squeezed an extra hour like doing the dishes, right? And then, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's
yeah.
hard,
Sometimes
bro.
you can be like very like busy, where like every minute is precious, where you're always doing something. Like if somebody's like really busy, I like try to like tell them like, hey, you know, every now and then like make time to slow down, because then there's like a lot of stress, right? And then the thing with exercising, it could be your stress reliever. Yeah. For me, it is for running.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it can be, right? But yeah, I think that's my biggest thing too. I always wanted to get back into running, but like I don't ever just like I don't know, like I want to get back into running, but Tabby's not much of a runner, and so I don't want to like go run by myself. I don't know why. I used to all the time, but I want to get back into it. Even like if I just ran around my neighborhood, but it's like the process of like actually starting and doing. It feels weird to like put on some clothes in the morning and just go run, you know.
Dude, when I was like really into running, dude, I was doing laundry like every other like 2 days just because I was fucking taking showers, putting on new clothes. Like I was rinsing through my fucking clothes because I would change a lot. The thing, you don't want to run by yourself.
It's not even really like that, right? Because like I can always just pop some headphones in, but then it's like when I like if I start running, it's like, all right, where am I gonna run to? When do I decide to turn around? That kind of, you know what I mean?
I think you think about it after you start running.
Yeah, but
that's how I do it
beforehand.
Sometimes I just start a run not knowing if I'm gonna do a mile or two, or if I'm just gonna do like a half mile. I just kind of like feel it out. If I'm feeling good, I'm like, okay, this is a 3 mile day. Yesterday I was running and I was like, this ain't my day. I ran a half mile and then I was like, okay, I just need to walk. So I just walked, I think like 2 miles. But yeah, I was just like, okay, I'll just walk today. But when I hit those 3 miles, I feel fucking great. So I feel fucking juice.
Yeah, I used to run all the time. I used to like literally, I would run all the fucking time. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, maybe I end up getting back into it. Hopefully soon. Actually, like get onto it. It's hard. Like I said, it's hard with like all the different content and stuff that's happening right now. Like,
yeah, all the moving parts and it's hard to add like a new habit when you got so many moving parts going on.
I was gonna say, like when
so the allocating time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. With you breaking your routine yesterday, I was gonna say sometimes it's actually like really good to break the routine every now and then.
Yeah,
so it was good that you had like a late night yesterday.
Yeah, because I felt it was really fun. I really enjoyed myself.
Like, but like getting back on routine
chicken,
matters.
carne asada. Like we had like it was like a feel good day, like a treat yourself kind of day, if you want to say it like that.
I feel it.
But yeah, the thing is, like, I always feel like guilty because like, oh, I'm gonna fuck it up now. Like I'm having too much fun. But I feel like I got a good balance now that we're.
You know what's kind of helping me
every now and then.
You know what's kind of like helping me not like fuck up the routine even when I'm having these late nights. It's believe it or not, it's having work. Does that make sense?
Just staying kind of busy.
Like yeah, like okay, so I fuck up my routine and I go to bed late, but then
yes,
I know that I can't keep going to bed late because we have an entire series and editing and all that we're working on. And so
you have
it auto corrects for me to get back into the flow again, because that matters. Like I have to get back into the flow. Like there's a lot riding on it, right? So like I can't So it like in a sense, like if there was nothing going on, it'd be really easy to just fuck up that schedule and just keep going and keep going. But because there's so much going on, I can't fuck it up. I have to get back into it, and so it kind of like autocorrects me. It's kind of interesting how that works out. But it legitimately is like kind of like an autocorrect. So that's kind of helping. That's kind of helping big time. Like being able to do that and get back onto like what needs to happen. It's a lot with like trying to balance this YouTube thing. Toby takes a lot of the pressure off my hands on that.
Yeah, how are you navigating that? Is it because it's very different from streaming and it requires a lot of the like behind the scenes stuff. How are you navigating that?
I was talking about it the other day with Ryder, a couple nights ago on stream, like late night. We were just chilling. It was just actually this might have been last night. It was just me and Ryder. We missed you guys, by the way. We missed the WAFFLING from the night before.
Oh man.
But yeah, it was just me and Ryder, and so there was at one point we were talking about it, and I was saying how like the progress is addicting. And so when you after doing something for so consistently long. Like 2 months maybe 2-3 months we've been like consistently like having videos come out, videos that we think are going to be hits, then they're not hits, or videos that we're like, all right, this one might actually hit the algorithm or it doesn't, and then trying to like adjust from that, and then to finally like have one hit, and then you see another one hit right after it, and you kind of almost feel like you're getting on a roll, and you kind of feel like that snowball effect happen, and so it kind of gets addictive. Like right now, like we're consistently gaining subscribers on the YouTube every single day, and we're consistently gaining views on a couple of different videos every single day, and we're getting comments, and so that feels really good. And so there's kind of like an addiction there because you want to keep driving that, you want to keep pushing that, and so now a lot of the streams. While we're still creating good content on Twitch, like the focus is like, okay, like I'm thinking about the video and like what are different ways we can make the video better, or how can we, like for instance with the Group Iron Man series episode 1, there's so many moving parts with that because we're getting recordings from Ryder, and we're taking some stuff from Way's stream, obviously with Way's permission, and we're pulling some stuff from your stream, and sometimes we're getting recordings from you, and then I have my voiceovers that I got to do, and I have my recordings I got to do, and then Toby's like doing his recordings, and then like we were working on like Blender the other day, and we learned some breakthrough shit with Blender the other day, which is really really cool. I got to show you it post stream because we can't leak it. I'll show you a post podcast in the DMs.
Cooking. All right, for sure.
So in a sense, there's so much happening that progression is like really, really addicting to see. And so we're learning a lot on the main channel, and now we also want to apply that to the podcast channel. And so I in a sense, it's it's like I'm trying to help Toby stay organized while also staying organized myself, because we got a lot going on, right? Like we're not just doing the series, we're not just doing my main channel YouTube whenever like new content comes out in game, we're also doing the podcast channel too, which I kind of feel like in a sense, I've kind of slacked on like the podcast Twitter because I'm forgetting to go on it because I'm also like managing my own Twitter.
Because there's a lot of stuff, yeah.
And then
just from the way you're talking, you seem very excited, enthusiastic.
Yeah. I mean, it is
about
exciting.
it. Yeah.
For years, I would start YouTube and stop YouTube, and then start YouTube and stop YouTube, and then I eventually I was like, all right, dude, I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna focus on streaming.
Yeah, it's not working. Yeah.
But now we finally have like distraction, like even like every day I'm checking. I find myself every couple of hours checking the YouTube studio.
Yeah, just let me see the analytics.
Oh, the vid's hitting. Oh shit! Yeah. This video's about to hit this much views. Yeah, it's what I was saying. It's like really, really addicting. But you got to find a way to ground yourself through that. But like I'm a very progress-driven person, and so the more I see it, the more I'm driven to it. And yeah, it's kind of hard to balance it. Yeah. Now, you don't want to like get ahead of yourself in the process either. But that can happen.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I feel like sometimes I like overthink a lot of things, and that kind of like stops me from doing certain.
I did that too.
Like, yeah.
When we did originally when we did the Asmongold React, the other night, I hit Toby up and I was like, dude, I just seen this video on YouTube. I was like, not really anybody's talking about it. We need to do a react to this like ASAP. And then like in the middle of the react, I was like, I don't know about this react, Toby. And then by the end of the react, I was like, all right, yeah, I think we should send it. That's me overthinking the react. That's literally me overthinking it. But yeah, that's 100% how it went. Like, and even then, I told Toby too. I was like, listen, we might cut up this react, and I might decide like we shouldn't send it. But that's just one of those things. It's just part of the process. Like you kind of overthink it. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But it's fun. It's a good challenge. I think that like I think you need those challenges in content creation too, though. To like that's how you continue to like drive and like continue to get that growth. And we're seeing a lot of success all over the board right now, so it's really good. It feels great, but
yeah, a lot of traction.
It feels good to see that like the podcast is still doing really good, at least on the live standpoint. Like if you look at the YouTube, you're like, man, that podcast isn't doing anything. But if you look at the live standpoint, it's like,
yeah, if you look at the live, yeah,
it's a total different story.
I mean, we're Twitch streamers, right? Like this is where like the main focus is, but like you're learning a lot from your personal channel. Right, and then eventually it'll come into the podcast angle.
Toby's learning a lot
about
too.
Doing shorts, little short form content. We haven't done it, but we have the idea of it. Well, so
we have some.
Like once we get
a little bit of short form.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, we do actually.
Yeah, we got some short form.
Yeah.
We're also moving to we're moving to TikTok for short form too with the podcast. So I think the podcast is going to start to really. It's going to take time. It's gonna take time, but I think it's gonna start.
Oh yeah,
really,
most definitely. Yeah.
Really fucking.
But we just keep rocking. Little hiccups here and there. We're always coming back. Eventually.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? Like if you take one step backward, take two steps forward. I think the important thing that we're doing is we're not stopping. Like even with the hiccups, just like you said earlier, even with like taking the breaks, like we're still putting the pedal to the metal. We're still fucking got our foot on the gas. Like we're still coming back the next Sunday. We've never missed 2 in a row. So we still come back the next Sunday. We're still doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part is that we just keep doing it. I think the other thing too
2 in a row is pretty big. Like that's a yikes.
Yeah, well, especially because we do once a week. But I like, there's also the potential that like maybe we do this twice a week one day, right? Like depending on how it all flows. Maybe
if our schedules like allow it.
Source of content, like yeah. So there's a lot, but yeah, overall though, yeah, I think like growing into the content, it was like I remember I said at the beginning of the year, I said I was gonna transition from being a full-time streamer to being a full-time content creator. I think I'm growing into those shoes finally. But that started with the schedule.
I would say the same thing.
I'd have to argue like that started with the schedule. Like the most important thing to like even make that happen is not going to bed late. Because if I go to bed late, I'm sleeping later. And if I'm sleeping later, I don't have time to do like the voiceover to make the video happen or get with Toby in a meeting.
Yeah, the allocation of time.
So like it literally starts with not going to sleep too late.
Yeah, man, stop staying up.
Well, I mean, I'm back on it. Like I went to bed early last night, even though I had a couple nights in a row with the series, right? Because we're staying up late, recording a lot. So I had a couple nights in a row, but I'm back on it. So yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get back on it.
We got an ad break coming up in exactly 5 minutes, but
5 minutes.
Yeah, just give out that little warning. Yeah, it's a process, man. It's a lot of work, bro. It's hard. Like I mean, navigating like content and like obviously as an entrepreneur, like as like this being like being self-employed, like there's a lot of stress that comes with that. So navigating that, but then like also navigating like the normal stressors of like IRL. But I'm built for this life. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for a long time, so.
Built different.
I think the biggest thing, like the most important thing is like being able to adapt.
Yeah, adaptability is huge.
That matters big, right? But
yeah, because if you don't adapt to your environment, you'll just I mean, it's happening with businesses. They don't adapt, and then they
it happened with like a lot of businesses post-COVID too. They didn't adapt to the new post-COVID era, if you want. I don't even know if you want to call it post-COVID, because technically, like I mean, COVID is still around. It hasn't gone anywhere. Like it's still
it is still around, but I mean the effects of it, right?
Yeah, people don't care anymor. But yeah, it very much.
Yeah, people don't. Yeah,
we're like, you know what, man? Fuck this virus. We don't give a fuck. So, yeah, dude, it's fucking challenges. I think it's actually really funny, because the video I watched yesterday, there was like a little bit of like motivational like speech in there, because in today's society, people don't really want to work, which is true. Like people don't really want to work anymore. So even if you just put an ounce of effort, you're going to excel. You're going to succeed, because people don't really want to do that anymore. Like our generation, like I don't want to say our generation, because I'm not a Gen Zer, right? That's the generation.
I'm the Gen Z.
I don't know, man. It's crazy world out there. Crazy world, dude. Chat, we got an ad break coming up in 3 minutes. Got anything you see in chat that's sticking out to you that you want to read up on? I said just hire someone to chase you. He said then you got a reason to run. Yeah, imagine.
No, you just need to run.
Guys, thanks for all the follows, by the way. We got a lot of followers today already. Thank you.
You just need to run, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, eventually, right? I think it'll end up happening.
No, you just need to fucking do it.
Gotta find that balance, man. Finding that balance.
The hardest part is just starting.
Well,
even when you feel like shit.
Well,
working out, you'll always feel better.
I gotta find the right balance between like stream, tabby, and time for that, right?
Yeah, even if it's like 10 minutes. You can even do stretching. Stretching is huge.
I get in and out of stretching all the time. I can touch my toes now. I mean, never be able to. But
yeah, I'd be stretching more because like
I get in and out of stretching
because I'm more active. Like okay, so my friend's apartment has a pool, and I like going there because like when you swim, it's your whole body moving around, and because I'm more active, like I need to be looser. I felt like I was so stiff, right? So I'm stretching more, I'm swimming more, which I really enjoy. Yeah, just fucking being fucking loose.
That's good exercise too. Chat, that ad is coming in 2 minutes. He said, "So no fitness talk." Damn. I mean, it just depends.
You kind of came in after.
Yeah, you kind of came in at the end of it. Early morning runs at TCON. Oh shit, I better start running then.
I like I get my okay, so I like nighttime runs. I like nighttime runs, like early in the morning where it's still dark, or kind of late at night. But I also like during the middle of the day. I guess it just depends on my mood.
We can do a bonfire every night.
I'm down.
At TCON, we have to.
Yeah,
I feel like literally every night I feel like we have to, especially the first night. Yeah. Like that's bonfire, drinking a little bit, chilling. Ryder can't really. He can drink, but that's about it. He's got to stay clean. Oh, yeah.
True. Since we got the ad break, what about the herb? Do I bring the herb? Is it legal in Nevada?
I think so, yeah. I plan on getting it out there, so I better be.
Well, I mean, I live in the great state of California.
Exactly.
Fun.
Yeah. It is. Since 2017.
All right, W. Then I can bring it. I'm not the pothead, but friends are.
Whoa! Whoa! Why are you gonna put a negative connotation on it, man? I just like.
That's not a negative comment. Is that a negative word?
Some people say it that way. Because like when you like,
I guess
you're stoner, you're a pothead, right? Like they're
I would say okay. I would say stoner. Well, yeah, because it's always attributed with laziness. Not really doing shit.
Yeah. Chat, that ad's starting right now. Yeah, it's usually attributed with like laziness.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like it can be. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck, but like it's the perception, right? So like you say pothead and like maybe they don't say it negatively, but other people are like, oh, wait, a pothead. You know what I mean? I feel like there can be a negative connotation to it.
No, they just smoke a lot.
Right? Like I mean, shit, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, some people just smoke a lot, bro.
Some people operate
like that. Some people drink a lot. Like True. Everyone has like their shit that they do.
I'd rather smoke a lot than drink a lot.
I just don't have those vices. I think it comes from like not wanting to take anything. Because I don't even want to take like Advil because I'm always so scared.
I don't take prescriptions. I don't take over-the-counter meds like Advil, Tylenol. I don't take.
I'm so scared that something like, or if there's something in it that'll make me fucking feel weird.
I don't take any of that stuff.
So I guess I just don't have that addictive personality for substances.
Yeah, the only thing
I do partake. I drink. I smoke every now and then.
Yeah, the only thing I do is like smoke green and. Well, it is like a regular thing daily. There are days where like I just am so busy it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm not like fiending every time, right? Like I can go on vacation and be big chilling.
Fuck. I ran out of money. This is my last money for this bowl, bro.
For me, it's like a nice way to like wind down and like chill and like relax. And so
yeah,
when I'm on vacation, I like to because it's like that's. You want to relax on vacation. Like,
that's your downtime.
That's my leisure time. Like, I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, whole vacation, leisure. I'm trying to be
blase.
Trying to just be
one in Rome.
Big floating, you know? So
big float.
Big floating. The whole vacation. Don't give a fuck. Trying to eat good food. Trying to have a good ass time, you know? I mean, that's how it goes, though. I think that's normal.
Oh, speaking of food, bro. on Friday, I had to take my grandpa to a doctor's appointment in the morning. It was like 10, so I was like, okay. I usually don't eat like breakfast, but I didn't eat like I usually have like a snack or something, but I didn't. Okay, we get there at like 10:30, and he doesn't come out until like 1 o'clock. So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had anything to eat, and I was in the waiting room, and they had the food channel on. So not only was I dying of boredom, I was being shown, and I was starving to death. I was like, ain't no way.
Food sounds good.
Yeah. So then after that whole thing, we went and got something to eat. I go into Red Robin because they have endless fries, right? So I was like, I'm about to utilize those endless fries. We go to sit down. Before she says anything, I was just like, I need a water. I need a basket of fries. I'm starving. Yes. And then she brought them out, and I killed them. She's like, oh my god, you were hungry. I was like, I haven't eaten.
That basket of fries, I haven't eaten
the basket of fries. Yeah. And then I had it was like a smoked. It was called a smoked whiskey burger or whatever.
Whiskey River barbecue burger.
Yeah. Oh,
that used to be my go-to.
I added an extra patty. I was like, I need an extra patty on that. I need more fries, and I was like, that. I don't know if I was starving, but that burger was so fucking good.
Damn, you got an extra patty on the Whiskey River, dude. That's a gourmet.
Yeah, dude, I was starving.
It's already like really thick.
It is thick.
You ever get the bonsai there?
No.
Tabby used to work at Red Robin, so I used to eat there all the time. It was my favorite restaurant before she worked there, and then when she started working there, we couldn't go there anymore. So it was like, man, she never wanted to go in on her days off because she didn't want to be at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I understand
was like, damn,
that.
we can't even go there anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I was like, damn, that's my favorite place. But yeah, Whiskey River barbecue burger was my go-to. They also have a Whiskey River barbecue chicken. So the same thing.
Oh, really?
With chicken instead of the burger.
Oh,
and it's grilled chicken, so it's a little bit cleaner. But then they have the bonsai.
Oh, I might have to try that.
They have a bonsai, which is like, it's like.
What's the bonsai?
So they do a teriyaki sauce with like a grilled pineapple on the top.
Oh, I'm in. I'm getting that next time I go.
The bonsai burger, bro. Yeah, get that.
Yeah, next time I go to his house because he lives like right next to a Red Robin. So
yeah, get the bonsai.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, it's fire.
That sounds so much, dude. I love pineapple.
It's grilled pineapple too. It's a pineapple ring too. You know what I mean? I think they put 2 of them on there. So yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I might go there tonight, actually.
You're making me want Red Robin. Next to the Red
Robin,
dude,
I might have to. Dude, after the podcast, I might hit up the homies. Like, hey, bro, let's go to Red Robin.
Bro, you know what somebody said to me yesterday? This is a complete different tangent. Somebody came into the stream yesterday, and they were like, "Rip RNG." They said rip stash equals rip RNG. I was like, really? That's how you're gonna say something about me shaving? Is rip my RNGs because I got rid of the stash? And then one of the boys came in. I forgot who it was. I think it was Clappy. He came in. He's like, damn, you look 17. I was like, yo, come on, man. What the heck?
Come on, bruh.
I'm like, man, I shaved one time. All these people make fun of me saying I can't grow anything. And then when I shave, everybody notices it. It's like, okay, so which one is it then, motherfuckers?
Dude, I can't grow shit. I just grow like a small little mustache and stubbles. All right here.
I look like I got a little 5 o'clocker going. I shaved yesterday, so it was a little.
Yeah, my shit grows out patchy, so I can never like fully grow it. Maybe I have to do like some oil or some shit to make it grow fuller.
I just get a nice goatee.
I feel like it would make me look a lot better if I had, a beard going on.
I just
Speaking of beard, I need a fucking haircut, bro. My shit's
like a goatee. You
know? I mean, we said that at the beginning. Like,
yeah,
hair's fucking cooked.
I'm right there with you. My shit's cooked, bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm right there with you. My shit's cooked, man. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I don't mind. It's less work. It's less maintenance. Less
shit. Just go bald again. Should I go bald again?
No, don't.
For anybody that doesn't know,
like
everybody in this community and in my community calls me bald because I went bald one time and they can never let it go.
I hear it every
single day.
I think it was the other day on the group iron. I called you. I was like, that blue ball-headed motherfucker or some shit because of your.
Oh yeah.
I said something. I fried.
Yeah, it's like this motherfucking blue bald head ass.
Speaking of the group iron, I'm mad as fuck, man. I'm chilling. I'm just trying to get a little bit of off-stream fishing in because I got to get a lot of fishing done. I got to get to a specific. I'm trying to get to 53. I was like 22 yesterday. Actually, I was 1 yesterday. I'm at 47 now. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of mobile off-stream fishing. Right? No big deal. Sure enough, I get the fucking fishing pad. I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I didn't want to touch off-stream. That's why I didn't want to touch off-stream.
Can't even get the clip.
It's literally why I didn't want to touch off stream. I had to take I took a screenshot on mobile. Speed got a little screenshot of my name. We're gonna obviously have to do a little voiceover and like pop it in there around B-roll or something like that. Yeah, I got the fucking fishing pad off stream. I didn't claim it yet because I want people to see me claim it on stream tonight.
Oh yeah, claim it on. Yeah, good.
So it's just.
But I mean, like you would want to see the reaction, the chat reaction when you getting the drop.
But that's a moment too.
It is a moment too. R.I.P.
One of the last moments. You know what's fucked up?
What?
My first pet on my iron was the fishing pet at 50K.
Really?
Yeah, I got it at 61K on the group iron. Like
full circle. That's crazy.
First pet, fishing. Yeah. Both accounts now. Iron and group iron. Isn't that some fucking shit? That being said, I got the first fucking pet on the group. Crazy. Hey yo.
Hey man, chill.
Hey yo. First pet.
I'm about to spoon Vitalis. W.
Hey, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this series. I'm liking it though. It's ramping up. For me at least. I built my whole fort. I got the kitchen done. I did the first 2 fort quests.
Oh, you have the whole fort done? Well, I haven't even started that.
Tier 1 of everything. So I got I didn't do murder on the border. Wait, no, I did do murder on the border. You get new foundations, and then you do murder on the border, which is that murder mystery that gives you access to the kitchen. And then after that is unwelcomed guests. I'm gonna do unwelcome guests maybe today. Oh. So that gives you the raptor. That gives you the slayer, but. Yeah. It's not fully fucking built, but I gotta kick in. You get a lot of construction XP.
Yeah, what's your construction level?
51.
Jesus.
From 1.
From just tier 1.
Yeah. And that's not even like that's no fletching area, no slayer area, no grove. So we're talking workshop 1, command center 1, chapel 1, and town hall 1. I wanted to get.
Dang, that's actually really good for early game.
It's crazy.
Actually, you know, it's really good for new players. I'm not gonna lie. The fort was actually
good. Not to mention, in early game on an iron like we are, I haven't started. I'm level 2 cooking. I haven't started any of my cooking yet. I have the kitchen unlocked, which is a bank right fucking next to it, right next to the range. By the way.
Yeah, right next to it. You don't even have to move.
It's best case scenario.
Yeah.
I'll never fail a spider web on my group iron. Never. Tier 1 kitchen is 100% success rate at cutting spider webs.
Oh yeah.
I'll never fail a spider web.
I forget that's a mechanic.
It'll never happen. Yeah, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Built different. 100%.
Built different.
Yeah,
I've just been at rune span this whole time.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I need to get 50.
Yeah, I'm actually 49 right now.
The boys keep hitting me with Viswax, so it's not too bad.
True. Yeah. I got juiced up by Ryder the other day.
I'm working towards Throne of Miscellanea so I can get Kingdom of Miscellanea unlocked. That's free planks. Free wood,
that is actually pretty huge. Yeah.
I need the seeds for farming.
I need to I need to just dissect your iron brains and then come with my thing because I'm kind of just waffling on this account. I'm not gonna lie.
But as long as you're having fun with it, fuck it, who cares, right?
True, I did say that.
It's kind of fucked up to talk about it right now because I'm itchy. I want to get on. I love doing the podcast, but
not bad, bro.
I really I'm really enjoying the series right now, and I got a lot of gains, and so the gains are feeling good. So the whole time that I did all that fishing, I wasn't dropping the obviously the best XP for fishing would have been dropping the trout and salmon. I've been banking it in Lumbridge, so I have a bunch of raw trout and raw salmon, over 1,000 of each almost.
Holy!
And I'm at level 2 cooking, so obviously I can't cook it yet, but when I can, I'm gonna pop, and so that's a lot of XP gain, and so it's just I'm excited for that. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I get Ramsey.
Who has the highest cooking level?
Toby probably can, or Ryder, but
Ryder does. He has 54 cooking.
Yeah.
You do need the XP though.
You need 53 fishing and 53 cooking for Throne of Miscellanea.
Yeah.
So, I got that up. So what I'm missing is I need 53 cooking, 53 fishing, right? Then I need to get I'm 40 mining. I need to get to 50, and then I'm 30 37 crafting, I need to get the 40, and then I just need 25 fletching. So if I get the, like, honestly, I could have, like, if I really work towards it today, I could have thrown a miscellaneous started today, where I'm actually like already getting returns from it. Those returns are huge because that's like seeds for all of us. That's fucking that's bird's nest for all of us. That's logs for us when we need like maple, like hardwood. That's raw fish when we need it meat for the POF. So like
for the POF,
big. It's pretty big. Takes a little bit of money, but the money's whatever. That, like, you know, we get Alex that comes.
I mean, you just hit a Wildy event.
The other thing I'm working on too is like family crests, which I need 40 smithing for it, but there's another gate on an iron. You need 59 magic for that quest. Because you have to be able to cast Firebolt to kill the boss in the quest.
Oh,
so you kind of get cucked. So it's like, I can't just go do family crests, even though I'd like to, because I need to be able to kill that boss at the end. And so I have to get 59 magic too for it. Because I want the cooking gauntlets, and I want goldsmithing gauntlets.
Yeah, the cooking, and the gauntlets.
I did do Fairy Tale Part 1 yesterday.
What the?
Yep.
I'm lacking on my quest. Holy.
Oh, we got Fairy Tale Part 1 done. That was pretty nice. It's good XP. Good farm.
Would it be crazy if I got Quest Cape on this account and not on my main?
Yeah, that'd be fucking insane.
I mean, if we do it long enough, it might happen.
Yeah.
Because the rewards are crazy.
We really got to see where we're going to be come November, right? Because you have a new boss coming out. And so for me, at least in November.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, yeah. We got a new boss.
I probably do both.
We think it's Vorkoth. We think it's Vorkoth from old school.
Like, actually? Like, not like a meme?
No, like, actually. Like, it's in the lore. We know that there's a new Necromancy boss coming out in November, like 100%. So we're thinking it's Vorkoth.
Is it only going to be
Vorkoth
Necromancy?
We're assuming it's a Necromancy boss. It's more of the story in the Necromancy series. And not only that, but Vorkoth is an undead dragon.
Okay.
And in the quest before Necromancy came out, we got lore around Vorkoth. So everything's kind of pointing that way.
Yeah, it's kind of pointing that. Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird because I still don't have main hand Omniguard on the iron, but also I want to dive, like, that's gonna be priority content in November because that, like, new content gets views. So we'll still be releasing because we're working on a deficit because, like, technically we have 3 episodes worth of footage already for the series, but we haven't dropped episode 1 yet. We're looking to drop episode 1 on Tuesday. So we're working at a deficit. And so when we have like a pause or a break for the series, we're still going to be releasing Group Iron Man content on YouTube. And so that kind of gives us time to be able to, like, get Vorkoth content, like get the recordings and be able to get that footage out ASAP, like within a couple of days of release.
Yeah, kind of keep it flowing, right? While you're doing others. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
A lot of us are looking at checking out Trailblazer League in December. Brand new league in old school. I've never played a league. I've heard that, like, when you get to a specific area, all the quests in that area for leagues are automatically done. So, like, that's really cool. You don't have to quest at all.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then you get rewards for your main old school account. And so a lot of us are going to look at doing old school in December for the Trailblazer League. I think that'd be really fun. I think it's cool content too. So there's
lots of content opportunities.
Yeah, I'm like 6 months
coming
ahead.
Up. Yeah.
Like literally, I'm like 6 months ahead in content.
Just thinking.
Like, I already have up like easily like up until like March of next year, we have content like already kind of focused. Kind of crazy.
I'm just waffling. I'm kind of just doing like as it is. I mean, it's working for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes, especially if, like, your main priority is streaming. Like, that's how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know at some point I'm gonna need to take a break and go hit like RP next year. I'd like to. We'll see. Like, that's completely waffling because who the fuck knows where the year goes.
Yeah, so much RuneScape. Longest time on RuneScape.
Over a year, like 14 months. Literally, like 14 months. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's the longest I've ever played in one sitting, like one go, without taking a break. I think a break's inevitable at some point. I don't know when. Like, we might.
Everybody takes a break from RuneScape.
Well, we might not even take like. We might not even take like a full break. We might just like play it a couple hours a day and then hit another game or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have zero clue. I have no clue how the fuck I'm gonna navigate it. Fuck, man, I'm kind of getting hungry.
Yeah, I feel like we're winding down.
I think so. We had a really good conversation today. I think we always have really good conversation when we hit the podcast, though. Like it comes naturally too. Like we didn't even know what the fuck we were gonna talk about today, but we got like really good topics.
It's kind of all over the place, but
I don't think that matters when it's a podcast because
yeah, because I mean it was natural, right?
Yeah, well, and that's what happens in podcasts, right? Like, like, are there structured podcasts out there? Yeah, like I'm sure. Are there like themed podcasts out there? Yeah, for sure, right? Like, but I think for the majority, I think a lot of podcasts are just like you kind of talk and see where the conversation goes, and then that conversation pulls you to another conversation, and then another. You know what I mean?
And then a tangent, and then it just keeps going. Yeah.
Should have called it Endless Tangent. Damn, look, we got a new name.
That's kind of funny. That's actually,
not a bad name. It's not a bad name.
That's not a bad name. Not a bad name.
We couldn't think of that back then, but I actually am still really attached to the What in the Podcast.
Yeah.
As time has gone on, like, do you find yourself like, do you like the name still, or do you think like,
I do like the name. I feel like we don't say it. Well, I don't say it enough.
I feel like
anymore.
Yeah, well,
maybe it was like a catchphrase, like we used to say. Yeah. So like,
I said it the other day once, but
I mean, I said it in the podcast like once or twice, but normally, like I don't know. It's like one of those sayings, like no shot. Like a lot of people were saying that at one point. It's just like the vocabulary switches.
Yeah, I think that's natural. I think what in the though is like I think it's still like a very unique podcast name. Like what in the?
Yeah, I still like it.
What the?
I just noticed myself not saying it. Yeah.
I did say it the other day. Yeah.
What in the?
I was like, what in the? I forgot what I said afterwards because you know it's always like what in the and then something.
Yeah.
Like what in the bald motherfucker? What in the group Iron Man?
Chill.
What in the XP? What in the casual player?
What in the beating your kids?
What in the burnt out?
Dude, what in the burnt?
What in the Vorkots coming out? Yeah.
What in the bonfire?
What in the bonfire? What in the setup outside looking ass?
Dude, I know. Posted a pic on Twitter.
What in the football season's back?
Yeah, I really got to build that outside PC. Like, I actually like the backyard thing.
I see people have TVs outside in their backyard sometime. I'm like, why do you even go outside at that point?
I just have the projector. I don't know about a whole ass TV. The projector is really easy. Like, I have like a table in the middle and we just put it on the table and just plug and play, right? It's not a permanent thing, right? I'd rather have like something you could like take inside because
well, for like this house I was talking about, they're like I mean they got money. Like their house literally sits on the lakefront.
Yeah,
like it is like their backyard view is the lake. And they have like a nice fireplace back there and like a nice grill. And then they have a TV, and so it's like, all right, I get it. But it's like you gotta watch the TV.
Yeah,
like I mean, I get on occasion, right? Like,
I mean,
like you guys did yesterday with the fight, right? Like that's fun. It's nice how you get to go enjoy it. But to like actually like have like a permanent, like that bench was mounted.
I wouldn't want a permanent.
That bench was mounted back there, dude.
Mounted.
It was a mounted TV on the outside of their house with a cover dedicated to it and everything. I'm like,
well, fuck it, bro. They got the money. They can do that. But I like the aspect of not having anything permanent because you can move around stuff.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do something else with the space.
Hey, you set it up however you want.
Yeah. That's why I have the portable grill, the tables, everything you can move around.
You know what? I think I'm like put almost a TV in my backyard.
You're convinced? No, get a. Do you have a projector?
We have a projector. Dude,
yeah. I love projectors.
But we need something to put the projector like to shine it onto. Unless you do the back of the house, but
just buy a whole like pull down thing. My friend, he goes to like surveys like job sites and stuff, and then if their like business acquires the building, whatever, he can sometimes take some of the items because it's like trash, whatever. Yeah. One man's trash, another man's treasure. He actually had a projector thing that you pull down from a school, so we just had that, mounted it up on the wall, pulled it down, and then showed the projector. on it.
Yeah, there you go. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Or if you wanted to, you can. I mean, it doesn't take much. You can even have like a bed sheet, like a white one. You just fucking pull it out so there's no wrinkles on it. If you want to just have
yeah,
it, like,
you could.
quick.
Yeah, there's like, I mean, blankets work really well too. Like hang a fucking blanket.
Like I mean, that's very temporary, right? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to use that all the time, but like it's very easy to set up. I just like projectors. Projectors look fucking cool.
Projectors, they are dope. They're dope. We took one on vacation one time, so we could have so like where we go on vacation, they have jacuzzi tubs inside the room. So like we would spend most of the time in the.
I want a jacuzzi.
We'd spend most of the time in the resort.
In fucking house.
We'd spend like most of the time in the resort in the hot tub, and then we'd be like, all right, the pool is closing. Let's go up to the room and start the jacuzzi tub. And so we'd go up there and start the jacuzzi tub up. And so, you know, it's in the bathroom. So it's like, well, fuck, let's get a projector and we'll put something on the wall and we'll chill in the jacuzzi tub and have the projector and have some drinks.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Hell yeah, it's vacation, bro.
It's vacation, dude.
So we got the projector for the sake of literally when we go on that vacation. It was like a vacation. We take that like once a year. Like we literally go that specific place like every year, usually around our anniversary. So yeah, I mean, it made sense. But, speaking of vacation, man, TCON's coming up. I'm ready. In a way, like I'm ready for TCON to happen, but I'm also like kind of ready for it to be over too. That makes sense? Is that like it feels bad?
No, I mean I think we just want to meet each other. Wait, is it the traveling?
It's travel anxiety. Like in the last
really?
Like so I've been on flights plenty of times, but in the last couple of years I just don't care for the whole TSA day stress. Like wake up early as fuck in the morning, you know, someone's picking me up.
Okay, so there's a lot of shit like up front that you have to like
you gotta make sure, yeah, because you gotta make sure you got everything you need. You gotta make sure you don't forget anything, and then
I don't mind it.
Well, for us, like we don't drive.
It's every now and then.
We don't drive to the airport and like leave our car there, because then you're paying hella money to do that. So we get somebody to take us to the airport. So then like that morning you got to rely on that person to wake up to their alarm at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to rely on them to get to your house on time to get you to the airport on time. And then there's time anxiety there. Then you get to the airport and then the lines suck. Like I fly out of O'Hare, so like it's always fucking busy in Chicago O'Hare. Always. And so like the last time we flew, there was like lines all the fucking way down before you even get through TSA.
Bro, that was like Denver airport, bro. There was a whole ass fucking line that wrapped around the whole terminal and shit just for TSA. We were so pissed.
Yeah, and it went fast, but it was like there was like that worry that it wasn't gonna go fast.
Yeah.
And then so in the process of like the stress of, okay, we made it on time to the airport, but are we gonna get through the airport on time to catch our flight? Then you get through you get up to the part where in Chicago,
you just gotta go really early. Yeah,
we do all the time. Like I leave like 2 hours early, but then like in O'Hare they have a section before you even, you know, when you get to the point of like TSA where you hand them your ID and they ask you where you're going, they ask you questions before you even get to that section. They have a section where only 3 people can walk at a time, and they walk the dogs past you. So you gotta 3 people walk in a straight line.
I've never had that.
They walk the dogs past you. Then you stand in line some more till you go up and you show them your ID. You show them your fucking your ticket, right? Your flight.
Yeah.
Sometimes they ask you where you're from. It's early in the morning usually, so sometimes they don't give a fuck. But like I come from Wisconsin. I fly out of Illinois. So they fucking ask you, where are you flying from? And my dumb ass goes, Wisconsin. Well, no, I'm flying out of fucking Chicago. I'm flying out of O'Hare. I'm flying out of Illinois. But it's just natural for me because I'm from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then they're like, where are you flying from? And so then you know there's a little bit of jittery there. Then you finally make it past that point, and then they're like, all right, shoes off, screens out, phones down, belts off, earrings off, and then you're putting all your shit in the fucking bucket in the bin. You're just waiting for your time to go through, and like I bring a backpack, and so you're hoping your backpack doesn't, you know, when like they have those 2 lanes of stuff going through, and your goes through, and it either goes through and goes straight, or it goes to the left for extra review. And then you have to walk, like you make it through, but your bag didn't. Yeah. So then you have to walk around to the spot, and you're like, well, why didn't my bag make it through? And then they're asking you questions, and then they got to send your bag back through, and it's like, bro, I just need to go and sit the fuck down and wait for this flight. Then there's the flight anxiety. And I'm not even like a real anxious person. Like I'm not. But then there's the flight anxiety. So then it's like, okay, is takeoff gonna be okay? You know, that bitch goes fast. Then your ears pop, and that sucks.
So the whole thing is very stressful for
I'm
you.
scared of heights, so like I don't. When I'm in a plane, it doesn't bother me. Like the heights don't bother me. Like I look out and I see everything, and I don't feel like clammy or anything.
You look out the window.
Yeah, I do. Tabby always wants the window seat, so I always give it to her because I don't give a fuck. I do like to look at the window though. I think that's cool. But then like takeoff stresses me out because you know like you feel the ups and downs of takeoff and when the plane turns, we fly over the water, so there's that wind. But then the plane turns immediately. Usually, like when you fly out of O'Hare, like the airport goes over the water over Lake Michigan, and then it turns and reroutes to the actual direction. So there's a big
that happens
turn.
At LAX too.
There's a big turn. You know,
so you go fucking
takeoff. So that's stressful, right? Because then you're sitting there like this, and you're like, oh fuck, man, I hope this bitch can do it. And then you're in the air and everything's fine. But then you get to the point where you're gonna start descending, and so your ears start to pop again, and that's really fucking annoying. And then
that's the annoying part, yeah.
And then you're coming down.
That is, yeah.
And the worst part is when you're coming down, you're like, man, I really hope this motherfucker can land this bitch, because everything's riding on that guy in the front to land this motherfucker. And we've had it where they don't get to land right away because they got a circle, you know, because the runway's
it's a go around,
you know. And so then you're like, man, the longer you're circling, then you're like, man, I really hope this guy's got this. And then he comes down, and when the plane finally hits the ground, it's the slow down, and you're like, man, I hope this motherfucker can keep that bitch straight because there's a lot of rocking going on. And so there's just a lot of stress around it. But then you finally get there and you're on vacation. Yeah. But it's not over because you gotta go back. You know what I mean? So every time you take a flight somewhere, I lived through that flight anxiety not once but twice. You know what I mean? Twice I go through that whole fucking process until I'm home again. And so I got to the point where it's like I actually don't really like fucking flying just because it's a stressful fucking day. And so I'm at the point where, like, in my life, I'm like, man, fuck it. I don't care if we got to drive 28 hours. Let's just fucking drive. Because, like, I don't know. Like, the highway's probably way more dangerous. But I'm at the point where I'm like, let's just fucking drive, bro.
The thing is, it's not even that bad. I think you're thinking about it too much.
Well, no. I mean, it's not. But it's a stressful ass day, right? Because there's time anxiety involved. It's getting everybody there. Like flying with my mom. I hate flying with my mom, bro.
Dude, I
hate it.
I hate flying. My mom is very stressful.
Yeah,
she's
the most stressful person to fly with.
She's so stressful. Not even just the flying; it's like the traveling anxiety, right? She just gets like she's a big ball of stress, right? And I'm very relaxing, and I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is, right? Like one time we were about to miss our flight. She's like, we're about to miss our flight. We can't. Blah, blah. I was like, yeah, if we miss our flight, we miss our flight.
It's stressful. Dude,
like they'll probably just give us another one, right? Like they'll accommodate us. Yeah, it sucks, right? But like it'll eventually work out.
Yeah. I mean, well, you hope, right? Like you want it to, right? Like, and it does usually. Like I've been on flights. Like I fly all the fucking time. I've been flying every year, at least once or twice a year for like 8 years now. But like that's I don't know. That flight anxiety doesn't go away until you get to like vacation. Then you can relax, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to take a flight again. But then there's also like checking into your flight. You got to check in 24 hours before. You can't check in earlier than 24 hours before. Doesn't matter for me because I always get boarding group 2 because of my flight status. So like I get on the flight, no problem, sitting, all that shit, no problem, right? But it's like, yeah, dude, there's just a lot of anxiety around it, and I'm not even like a real anxious person. And then you don't want to like, I've never used a bathroom on a plane before, so I don't want to like drink too much before the flight, but I don't want to fly on an empty stomach.
Why? Because you don't want to get up?
I don't know. I've just never been in a fucking airplane bathroom, like ever.
Well, you don't have that problem, but tall people have the problem where they got to scrunch down and fucking hunch over and then.
Yeah, no, I just never
aim their shit.
Really have that issue. Yeah. And usually it's just me and Tabby flying, so usually there's somebody that's sitting next to us too.
You've never used
Never.
A bathroom on an airplane?
Nah, in fact, I never got up out of my seat until that bitch was firmly planted on the ground. You know what I mean?
Are you just scared, or like do you just want to be in your seat at all times, or like
no,
do you just not have to?
I never have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good about like before and after.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like I've drank too much like water, and then I would have to go to the restroom.
That's what I'm saying. So like
I mean, it's kind of a bitch if like you're flying alone, right?
But that's why I plan accordingly.
And you're on the inside seat, and you'd be like, "Hey, excuse me, can I?" You know. And everybody's got to get up out of the thing and then into the aisle, and then you go to the restroom, you come back. It's kind of a bitch. It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Well, so like, and like that's why I plan accordingly. Like, I don't drink a lot of fluids before the fight because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom on the flight. I get like I usually pay the ridiculous ass price for a drink on the flight. Usually, I generally try to. But
yeah, I like drinking on flight. I feel like it calms me, even though I'm like not even like nervous or whatever. It just makes me feel like a little bit more relaxed. I'm just like whatever.
I don't know. It's like I drink a lot of Sprite. And so, like, whenever I get a drink on the flight, I get a Sprite with it. And so, because you know, they give you, like, at least with United, you get, like, a free snack and you get a free drink. And so you can do, like, coffee, soda, water. And so, Sprite's, like, I don't know, I guess to an extent, like, Sprite's, like, my comfort because I drink a lot of Sprite no matter what. And so if I have a Sprite, it's, like, that kind of calms me, I guess, because that's, like, a comfort piece for me.
Yeah.
As weird as that might sound. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's just a lot of flight anxiety, man. There's like traveling. Traveling can be very stressful, bro. It can be.
It's not stressful for me at all. And I've had some like.
I'm usually like the leader of the group though, and so there's a lot riding on my leader, like my leadership. Like if I travel with like my mom, like I'm in charge of making sure everybody's got their tickets. I'm in charge of making sure everybody's checked in. I'm I'm the guy, dude.
Yeah, you're the guy.
I'd rather be the guy because then I know it. I
like it because you're in
control.
Yeah,
I'm in control.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of.
But I mean, it's not
that.
For me. It's not like really anxiety inducing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's whatever. I just get there. I just treat it like another day.
Yeah, it's
well, like I'm just like, you know, the line will line. We'll wait here. We're all fucking bored. We're all in a fucking queue. We gotta wait. We're just like everybody's on the same page, right? We're just going through it. It's not really like that serious. If I get stopped, whatever.
Well, there's a portion of it too where like they're not very nice at O'Hare. Like at all.
Oh yeah, dude. Some TSAs can be fucking assholes, bro. I think I had one guy who held me up on purpose, and then he had a smile on his face, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. I wanted to say something so bad, but I didn't want to like jeopardize because if you make a scene, they might fucking hold you and shit. Yeah. But I was just like,
straight
you
up,
motherfucker. Yeah, some people are fucking rude as shit. Like I get it. Like you see 1,000 faces, right? And so like sometimes you don't even see the people as people. Like you don't got to be a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah, like, I'm saying, like if I make a mistake, you don't got to like scorn me for it. It's like fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like but like I said, like at O'Hare, if anybody's ever flown through Chicago, they could tell you, dude. Like the stories are always the same. Like Chicago is fucking terrible. Like they're not nice there, bro. Like they're just straight up not nice. Like even when you're pulling up to get out to go into the airport. You can't like, you know how people are. There's no room to pull over to the side, so you kind of have to like pull over right there to get out. And like, this dude at O'Hare, you're not allowed to stop. You're not allowed to stop. You got to keep fucking going. You got to keep doing the O'Hare circle. That's what they call it. You're literally not allowed to stop.
It's kind of like LAX, but I mean, you have time to stop.
No, dude, at O'Hare, they don't let you. They say keep going, keep going. They blow their fucking whistle and they keep waving you fucking on.
They blow their whistle. They got people blowing their whistles.
Fucking 7 a.m. in the morning, motherfucker. Let's go. Like, bro, you're not allowed to stop there. You're not allowed to stop at all, bro. And so because of that, sometimes you could get let out a block away from where your gate is, and then you gotta walk all the way to and it's so stressful, dude. But it's like I don't want to fly out of Milwaukee.
Damn.
I don't want to fly out of Milwaukee because it's a small airport. They don't take as many flights, so it costs more to fly out of Milwaukee. So it makes sense for me to drive instead of driving 30 minutes. It makes sense for me to drive an hour. That's why a lot of people go to LAX. Yeah, exactly, because it's an international airport. It's usually cheaper because there's more flights. So there's an ad starting right now, and I snoozed it. We have no more snoozes, but bro, flying stressful, bro. For me, I don't know, it's stressful.
It's not for me. I'm the complete opposite, bro. I just be chilling.
Yeah, I'm just at the point in my life where like I don't want to fly anymore. I just want to like fuck it. I'd rather take a road trip. Like I'd rather take an extra 6 days and like take like a 24-hour road trip if I got to. And I mean, like I said, the highway's probably more dangerous, but
it is.
Then I have a
but maybe because I like flying. Like I like the aspect of flying, so I'm like more lenient. So yeah, the whole thing with TSA and everything is.
I like getting breakfast burritos from the McDonald's in the airport before my flight.
Everybody's got to go through it. You know, some people are like.
Well, not everybody. Some people opt to drive. That's another reason why I want to move out west. Why I want to go to like Colorado, because if there's all the events happen out west, other than like PAX, right? Like PAX East and like Comic-Con in New York. A lot of events happen out west. As a content creator, when you want to go to those events, I want to go to Colorado because then I can just drive. It's way easier. It's a way quicker drive. then I'm more in tune to like going to these events. Well, flying's expensive as fuck too, because it's not just me flying, it's me and my fiance. Whereas like when we're driving, we're not, you know, we're paying for gas, but
True, you're just paying for gas,
we're not,
and then food.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like if we gotta take a break and take a piss, we could do that. Like,
it's at your.
I don't have to go through security. Like
you're not at the
be comforted in my car.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about if that pilot has been drinking or not that morning, or if he can even fly.
Jesus Christ, that one movie with.
But like that shit's real. Like that shit happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about like
people are people, but like the thing that would scare me about flights is like, oh shit, what if something happens with the plane, right?
Yeah, like.
But what brought me comfort is like, yeah, but like the thing that brought me comfort is like, if some shit was to happen, I don't think the pilot would want to die, you know? I think he'd do everything in his power to save his own ass, right? But and by saving his own ass is the whole plane, so if shit were to pop off, like, I'm pretty sure.
Like that, you know, there's been like emergency landings and shit. We've had one flight where we got stuck on the plane, and we were just stuck sitting on the plane for like an extra 20 minutes because there was a fire in the air traffic control tower. I was like, huh?
What the fuck? Yeah, because
does that even happen, fam?
Yeah, I mean, there was a fire
in the fucking yeah, bro.
Like, yeah, because they need air traffic control.
Well, yeah, to direct the
tell them.
But it's like then you're just
not only on the runway but on the taxiways too and shit like that.
Well, so, and they do weird shit.
You literally can't move.
Like on that flight, they did weird shit. They're like they made everybody pull their fucking windows down. Like we couldn't even look out the windows. They made everybody close their window shades. So you're like, what the fuck's happening? Then one time, the pilot wanted to sing fucking happy birthday to some random on the plane. I'm like, man, I don't fucking know that guy. Fuck that guy. Dude.
That motherfucking light is not real.
No, because on that plane, everybody has to close the window shades so it's dark, and then they turn the lights on. So it's like candles. Man, fuck that guy back there. Let's get this shit on the road. I'm trying to get the fuck off. Like... I don't care whose fucking birthday it is, man. That's not my fucking, like, why you gotta make it all weird? Like, let's just sing happy birthday with the fucking lights on. You gotta turn the fucking lights off? And then, like, come on, bro. What the fuck? Like, we don't have to fucking do that, man.
Personally attacked.
We don't have to fucking do that. There's a fucking baby 2 aisles back. Did that baby pay extra to be that loud? No. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, fucking, so, yeah, I'm gonna buy a private jet. I'm out of there, man. I'll buy a private jet. That's what I've come down to. Like,
all of that just is, you know what? I'm just gonna, private jet.
That's what it comes down to, man. I'm gonna get a private jet. I got to at this point.
That's why I always like flying, because like eventually, if like you get your license, you could just like rent a plane and then do that shit yourself. Granted, it won't be like jet? A fucking.
Sorry, that's a tangent. You think so? I'm
pretty sure.
I don't know if you can smoke weed on a private.
I see motherfuckers in the private jets posted with fucking
rappers,
cigars.
Man, all the rappers, bro.
Yeah, they got fucking
Last thing you want to do is like smoke weed on the private jet, and then like your pilot gets like a contact high. I don't know. Like,
true. I mean, it depends if you're going above like 12,000 feet, because then the cabin will have to be pressurized. I don't know if that has like an issue.
No, I don't think so. Well, it's kind of like those air filters they got for COVID, right? I don't think they actually upgraded their air filters, but they're like, yeah, we got these HEPA air filters. It's guaranteed to remove 99.9% of the germs.
Oh yeah, that was a complete fucking bullshit. I mean, you're standing fucking literally this close to somebody. If they got something, you're getting it, bro. Like,
right?
Yeah. If anything, they should have probably did like every other seat, but there's no way they're gonna do that. They would lose fucking money.
Oh, fun fact: start if you're not already, start taking like vitamin C supplements, like literally now, because
why?
Because there's such thing called the con sickness, and yeah, people get sick. Dude, we're talking thousands and thousands of bodies, all touching the same stuff, all checking out the same booths, moving next to each other, mingling, going to these different restaurants, all in the area. There's thousands of bodies.
Yes.
I don't typically get sick, but when I go to TCON, usually by Sunday, I've got some form of head cold, some form of sickness that sucks. Like, and that's like, I don't really get sick at all throughout the entire year, but TCON, it happens. Like straight up. So what I started doing a couple of years ago was I started taking like vitamin C ahead of time. So you start taking it like a month ahead of time. Just take it a little bit, make it once a week, and then as you get closer, take it every day. And then when you're out there, take it every day, because it's gonna prevent your sickness. It happens, like straight up. Like, don't like trust me on this.
No, I get it.
TCON, like,
yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of told us that when I worked the amusement. I worked out as a ride operator. I mean, you see 1,000 people. A lot of people are touching the handrails and shit.
Yeah, you come into contact.
So we always had like hand sanitizer every like 30 minutes or some shit, you know.
Yeah, always. Yeah, I got COVID. What's it called? I got COVID brain when it comes to like sicknesses now. So like going out to TCON this year, like I'm
not the germaphobe.
No, I'm not even a germaphobe. I just know like I know I'm gonna have like hand sanitizer. I know I'm gonna be washing my hands frequently. Like I'm not gonna be like because you're gonna mingle and mangle. Like you're gonna meet people. There's gonna be like hugs, what's up, shit like that. Like so it's I mean shit, man. You can't rely on everybody else to be like
forgive me
good hygiene, and people go there with bad hygiene too. You know what I mean? Like smelly motherfuckers sometimes.
Yeah, some people just have really bad hygiene.
You're gonna have people that go to the TCON bathroom, they shake their dick and their junk twice, and then they start going around touching shit. They didn't even wash their hands, they just walk right out. Wearing a mask.
Or they'd be knuckle deep in their fucking nose and be like, oh, what's up, bro?
I won't be wearing a mask at TCON, no. I
won't.
Yeah, I mean I've had COVID once. Maybe twice. There's potential for the second time to have happened. I don't know. I didn't get tested the second time. Like I said before, I didn't even get a positive test the first time. I just know that I had it because Tabby had a positive test. But yeah, like, nah. I mean, it's part of the world we live in now. Gotta live with it. There's a lot of people, but I'm not gonna wear a mask over that. I might bring a mask for the flight. Nah, I didn't even like. Even the last time when I went to Texas, I didn't bring a mask. When I flew on the last flight last year before maybe. So yeah, man. So that's why I say that's why I say like I'm ready for TCON, but I'm also ready for it to be over.
Jesus.
Yeah, it'd be like that, like straight up.
Man, I mean, chill out.
I mean, like when we get there, it'll be fun. Like it'll be super enjoyable, but that's just how it is. It's travel anxiety.
Travel anxiety.
Straight up.
I'm just so opposite of that, bro. Like I don't get stressed at all. I guess I'm just very understanding.
I wouldn't if I drove.
I don't know. I just see it as like a day, right?
Travel days.
Maybe that's the ride operator in me because I know how shit works. I know how queues like everyone's got to wait.
Well, also there's the thing like you were a pilot too. Well, like you were in pilot school.
Yeah.
So like I mean
that's why I said I generally like flying. Yeah. Like I don't have anxiety, but the whole like TSA going through checking it early, I don't mind it at all. I just know that's a cost of travel. Like you just have to do it.
It's not that I mind it, but I'm telling you, bro, at O'Hare they're assholes. They're not nice. Hey, good morning.
Fuck off.
They don't they don't even respond to you. Like they literally do not respond to you. Like I'm not even making this shit up. Like every fucking person you could say hi to, they're not gonna respond to you. Like straight up. The entirety of TSA. Like, how's your day?
I mean, a lot of people in the airports are very just like go. They don't really stop
like
and
if
say
you
hello.
make eye contact with me and you just give me a fucking head nod, and I like hope you're having a good day or like good morning. Like, bro, it's 7 a.m. How are you that pissed off already?
Because it's 7 a.m.
It's 7 a.m. Like, what the fuck?
That's why they're pissed off. It's 7 a.m., bro.
O'Hare's got some grumpy ass motherfuckers, but it's a consequence of being like being the like fourth busiest airport in the U.S. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I see everybody that you ask, bro. They'll tell you. Even blind guy, he said O'Hare's the worst. My wife almost got arrested there. Flame
what
effects.
What the fuck?
Flame effects. It does suck. Like yeah, O'Hare is fucking terrible, dude. So like maybe that's a product. Like I always have to fly out of O'Hare and I always have to come back into O'Hare. So maybe that's a product of that too.
Yeah, maybe you just fucking.
I go through a shitty airport.
I mean, you would think LAX would be like that, but it's really not.
No, because out west, I feel like people are happier, man. They get a lot of sun out there. Here in the like in Chicago and in this area, come the time we're fine for. It's all darkness. It's literally all darkness, bro. In the wintertime, we don't get that much sun in the winter. Out there in the west, though, it's like always nice. It's warm. Like in the wintertime here, remember we talked about this before. In the wintertime here, it's fucking cold. So you only go outside when you need to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I literally don't know. Like if I was out west, I'd way better. But yeah, man, I hate it. Fucking hate it, dude.
I love it.
Hate it.
I love it.
Hate it.
I love it.
Hate it.
We're just so opposite, dude.
It gets cold in San Diego. Under 70? Motherfucker, that's not cold. It's 66 here right now. If we're out here wearing shorts still, it feels nice. Cold is
86.
Cold, like the average temp in the wintertime here is like 15 degrees. And then when it's winter, it's like -10, -15, -20. Shit, -40.
Jesus.
Like on the regular. Like every year we get at least every year we get at least we get at least one fucking day that's -40. Every year, at least one day, -40. Or even it'll be like a period of like 2 days. Like no joke. Like it's fucking it sucks. Like it's cold, bro. When I'm talking like the type of cold where like your balls shrivel up and they don't come back down for the whole season. Like that's how cold it is. Like the whole season they're just tucked.
That sounds like a good time.
I mean, it depends on how you like it. It's called the weather tax.
I might like that. I'm booking my flight.
Gotta book flights soon. Pay the Airbnb and book the flights.
Yeah, you gotta pay all that shit.
A lot of money.
Get your credit card out.
Well, I do use a credit card for the flights because I have a travel card, so I have to get the benefits. I have a United.
Yeah, that's why.
I have a United Explorer card. Yeah, but everything else I pay. I like to pay in full. I told you the story about like my first TCON, how it took me so many years to pay my first TCON off because I was broke and shouldn't have gone. I was 18, lived out. I moved out on my own.
It's all right, man.
Didn't really have money.
Pay for the experience, man. Would you want? Okay. Would you take back that first decon?
Nah. I left that place with 250 alpha PUBG keys to give away on stream and an entire sponsorship from GamerSubs. GG.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
It was worth it. It sucks, but it was worth it.
Yeah. The CEO of GG had sent me home too with product. Like they sponsored me on site as a Twitch partner and then sent me home with tubs and shaker cups. Nah, it really got me into like the industry. That's when I really started to learn, like, all right, I need business cards, which I'm about to crack those bad boys back out.
I don't have business cards.
Maybe consider getting some business cards made through Vistaprint. Get you a nice little stack. It's very helpful. It's very, very fucking helpful.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, yeah, I hate it. Don't want to travel. Hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it.
We learned that Cross hates travel, and I love it.
I like traveling. I hate flying. I'm over it. In the beginning, I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But I hate it now. I don't like the whole hassle of TSA
logistics.
and the logistics.
It's the logistics of it.
It's the worst part.
Yeah. Me, I just understand you have to do it, so it's not even that bad for me.
I mean, I don't have to do it. I could drive.
Yeah, I know, but like everybody doing it has to
sucks.
do the same shit.
Yeah.
You gotta book everything first. Like if you gotta like adding a rental car in the mix too. Honestly, the rental car is the worst spot. I hate fucking the rental car place. I just hate going there. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000 other people. I don't ever get
rental cars. I just Uber.
It's like 1,000 people over there. Sometimes you don't even get the car that you reserved. Sometimes they're assholes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I usually fly out of Mitchell. It's so much better than O'Hare. Yeah, but it's a small airport, so it's Mitchell's an international, but it's usually more expensive because they don't have as many flights through Mitchell. Mitchell is it's usually more expensive, and it's like I said, like I mean, our flights this year are already gonna cost us like $700 total. Yeah, I don't ever drive to the airport. We always get somebody to drive it, like Mitchell or Midway. Mitchell International, and then there's O'Hare, and then there's Midway. I don't think they really do commercial flights out of Midway. I think they do, but not very many. I'm pretty sure it's Mitchell maybe it's not Mitchell International.
I want to dox my stuff.
Oh, see, Mitchell's out of Milwaukee. Yeah, but see, it's more expensive. Yeah, Mitchell is more expensive. I flew out of there one time. They don't have very many flights coming out of there. You pay a lot more. Like my flight out of O'Hare would be like $300 to $330. Out of Mitchell, it would be like $430.
Holy.
Yeah. It's like significantly cheaper, and that's per ticket, and then it's me and Tabby, right? So Midway is shipping, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really think they do very many commercial flights out of Midway.
FedEx, UPS, USPS.
I gotta go to the bathroom, but we are winding down.
They load the bitches up. Yeah, we are winding down.
We'll put a marker in it. Call it a wrap.
Marker. W.